What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. I'm having a problem. I don't know what the hell's going on with my internet. I don't know what the hell. I'm trying to get Verizon on the phone. I don't even know. I think I'm live. It's showing that I'm live, and then I don't know. I can't bring the page up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Man, it's just loud as hell. But anyway, I see people joining, so it must be live. Let me tweet this out again. Let me tweet. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. You know what I mean? And Crab said he was joining also. But this is crazy. Like, Phil has just split the Xbox community in half. And at the end of the day, before I get to join us live. 1 second, ladies and Phil. That's just. Just split. Hold on. The Xbox community. Here's for Recore. Hold on 1 second, ladies. Recore. Quantum Break. All going to Windows. Going to on PC. We get crap in here. Crap. Crap's pissed off. Crap. Gamer. Crap gamer. Let me put the link in here. All right. Here we go. Hold on. I see a bunch of back. I'm back. Hold on. I'm having some mic issues here too, man.
He's having some mic issues, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there you go. There go the man of the hour.
Next gen. Hold on.
How do I sound? Do I sound shitty?
No, man, you sound good, dude.
All right. Let me take a hit of the OJ. I feel like crap.
We're live right now, huh?
I guess, yeah. We're shaking. I'm having a problem with my with the Verizon. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh, I got you. So, like, obviously, you've been following the shit that's going on, and probably are reacting.
You know me, crap. I'm not an early bird, so I 11 o'clock. I get up. I look at my phone. My battery's dead from the all. Let me turn this down. And I seen you and Phil kind of went back and forth. But I have some valid questions, crap. You know, are you ready to go? Proceed or?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm ready to go. Like, here's the thing. Like, people, they accuse me, you, we're corporate slaves, we're this, we're that. Right? I mean, we get that a lot. Even though on situations like this, we speak out and we say, hey, we're not fans of this. I talked to Phil directly. He responded to me, right? Mm-hmm. The thing is this, okay? You can only put so much in a tweet. So I was like, hey, I canceled my pre-order, and what I was basically trying to get at was they lied to us about the game going to PC because they came out and said, no, it's not. It wasn't listed on the group of exclusives that were going to be on Windows 10. That's what I was upset about.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it was going to PC and people were like, oh, you're being a baby. You're this. It's more options. It's that. And I'm like, no. They lied to us as gamers. They didn't list it. They were honest about everything else. They lied about this. That's what pissed me off. That's why I canceled my pre-order. I don't really care about it going to Windows 10, but the fact that they held off on saying shit until a month from release, that bothers me. And then the first thing you see is, look, everybody was jumping on me like, oh, crap, gamer, you're just being a bitch. You're being a baby, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, listen, PC gamers, you got to see what Microsoft is doing. They're hedging their bets. There's not going to be an Xbox 2 or whatever. I don't think so. They're putting their stuff on PC. That's what they're doing. Satya Nadella is a services person.
Hold on, shit. What's southbound? What's going on, South?
Satya Nadella is
you want to join? All right, 1 second. Right. Southbound's going to join us.
He's a services type person, right? That's what he cares about. He puts Satya Nadella, the CEO.
Okay.
Phil probably toes the line. I'm not sure if Phil is actually behind this as much as people would think. But as far as I'm concerned, this is people ask me now, what is the point of owning an Xbox One?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a console owner, I guess, but even like the most kind of raw PCs, with a slight up, like even thinking about the next Xbox, right?
Yes.
That's probably going to be a $500 machine, very powerful, right? But most people already have kind of an okay PC. Why not put that $500 in your PC and get better performance out of all the Xbox exclusives and play online for free?
Yeah. See, that's my thing. Let me say something about it. That's my issue there. If it wasn't a big deal, so they say, well, Morgan, why hide it?
Yes.
But, and again, this is I should say this, and I'm gonna show this to let me bring my live stream back up here. Hold up, I can see myself here. You're talking to a person that's been there. See this? Day one. OG Xbox. You know what I mean? OG
Hell, you went to jail over it. So
yeah. You know what I mean? I've been here since day one. You know what I mean? If I said, if I can voice my concerns and my opinion, then who can? I'm not some Sony dude that's hopping. Oh, I just buy it on PC. No, I'm not one of those dudes there. So blue through and through, bleed green. Now, with that being said, I've talked about this forever. You have to leave some things unique to your platform. You understand what I'm saying? What are you doing to make because the average Xbox One gamer owner does not care about Windows 10 and all that. They don't. Okay, all that you can buy on your Xbox One.
Yeah, they don't want to fucking play. Like, I want to scream this shit, right? Like, you don't understand. Like, people would flip out. Like, they don't
care about that.
They don't care about playing fucking Halo 5 on their goddamn phone or their goddamn Surface or their goddamn PC. Because when I'm going somewhere, where am I going to go? Then I'm going to lug a fucking PC and not my Xbox. You know what I mean? That's not happening. It's a very small percentage of gamers that are going to care about this feature. And not only that, but you wonder why Sony's kicking the teeth in right now. Sony doesn't even have to advertise. These are more people are going to go over to Sony just from this shit. Microsoft is the best Sony commercial ever. They are. They fuck things up. That should be their slogan. We're Microsoft. We fuck things up.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm having a beer bunch. Hold on. Okay, you guys can get running.
What up?
Hold on, I'll be right back. If you get talking, I'll be right back. I'm grandmother headset.
Freaking the fuck out.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
This is bad news, man.
Hey, why are you flipping out so much?
Well, for one thing, we as console owners, right? We should have some kind of perks for buying the hardware from Microsoft, right?
Okay, no, but what are we getting shafted at? Like, what's the downside? We're getting fucking if we choose to have a fucking PC rig or whatever. We got that option. We have a fucking game for free.
But let me just explain this, just from my point of view. We buy this $500 hardware from Microsoft, right? We should get something and not be treated like lepers, because it seems like this February 25th event went from an Xbox event to a Windows and Xbox event.
But it was always a Windows 10 Xbox slash.
And today's news about Quantum Break, right? That should have been a big thing for Xbox One owners. Instead, we get thrown at us that it is coming to PC. We've got the fanboys coming at us. We've got everything.
Oh, no. The Sony boys are going fucking bananas this morning.
Not even so much
everybody
Sony. Wait, can you guys hear me clear?
Yeah.
Not so much the Sony guys. You initially they have honestly split the Xbox community in half right now.
No, everybody's up in arms, but the thing is, they need to come out and fucking say exactly what their plan is.
Yeah, you know what?
I think they're saving that for this fucking event on the 25th.
All games are. Look, there was only two that wasn't scheduled to go to Windows 10 this year: Gears 4 and this.
I think Gears 4 still. I just seen an article.
Yes, GameSpot did, but they pulled the part where they said Gears 4. But obviously it is. Not only that, my guess is Scalebound was pushed back to get a PC version done as well. That's the reason why Quantum Break was pushed back, but yet they were shady as fuck not to list Quantum Break as one of the games going to Windows 10 when they listed all the other games. So a month before launch, they spring this shit on us. That's why I was pissed off. That's why I canceled my pre-order. It had nothing to do with, it's going to PC and you're just being a baby because someone else is getting your game. I don't care about that. What I care about is being lied to.
That's how it appears, though. See,
because they didn't read all the tweets. They just responded to Phil going, you're canceling your pre-order because of this. And that wasn't it. I was trying to explain it, but everybody jumped in ahead of time. And I'm like, no, that's not it. Yeah,
I read what
and
you
then
wrote.
when it's not just that, look, these PC guys, most everybody has a PC. You know, a slight upgrade, you can play Xbox One games at a lower setting. I get that. So you're basically costing people on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking up the community that I prefer. I don't want people to go to PC because I don't want to play against PC. I don't want to play against keyboard and mouse. I don't want to play against hacks and cheats and all them fuckers. You know what I mean? So basically, it fragments what the Xbox console is doing. The Xbox One will not win an NPD this year. I fucking guarantee it.
Yeah, but again, I got like I said, I have here's my valid question.
I wouldn't say that. I
Who's
don't
gonna
know.
buy
No,
one?
no. There's, you know what, Sal, bro? Listen, you know I've been here since day fucking one. Excuse my French, but again, as an Xbox One, like, what do we gain as being Xbox One only owners? I mean, gamers, because
We pay to play
they get
online,
Xbox
right?
Live for free.
All it is right now is they're trying to maximize their fucking
No,
dollars.
but but at what cost? You understand? Because
Well, the only cost right now is people don't know exactly. Their wording is fucked up.
no, it's
They
not
didn't
even
come
so
out
much
and
that.
say.
You know what it feels like. I'm being honest, that it's not so much about the game going to Windows 10. They get everything for fucking free. Here I pay for your
Exactly.
service every goddamn month. You know, so you know what? Fine, fuck it. Then you know what? I get my games. At least I ain't gotta wait, a year for a port. But they're getting games the same day and date as Xbox One owners.
Not only that, who did they mislead by letting people think that maybe it was only going to be on Xbox One? How many people up until this point, I've seen people go, hey, I bought an Xbox One for Quantum Break, and now they regret it, right? Because maybe they had a capable PC. So you're misleading consumers, and I'm against that no matter who does that. I don't care if it's Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo,
Well, see,
fucking
and that's why I've been getting bombarded by the Sony guys. They're like, "Oh, you were lied to, this and that." And I mean, honestly, I got no issue with the fucking PC side of it. Like, I don't think it affects us as console owners one
No,
bit.
you know what I say it kind of affects us again because what about all this the gameplay? Was that the PC version? You understand what I'm saying?
I think everything's PC fucking being shown off. And anytime any
But that's
gameplay
not fair.
shown
That's
off
not
before it
cool,
comes
man.
out,
Hey,
I think
we've been hyping this game as the next coming. Like, you don't do that. If it wasn't a big
no. You're
deal,
right.
if it
Everybody
wasn't a
was
big
saying that
deal,
this is the next gen. Like these graphics are the next fucking
but it's
gen. And
that's the PC version we've been looking at. My thing is, if it wasn't a big deal, Phil, whoever, why hide it? Be
yeah.
upfront about it. They didn't hide about Street Fighter V coming to PC or whatever the hell. Yeah, of course it gets blown more out of proportion. But I told you guys before, if you want gamers to, because listen, if you're gonna all that cross play, if I buy the game on my fucking console, I'm not gonna play it on a PC. I don't, you know what I mean? That doesn't.
but see, but they're hoping that
Why would you play a game on low settings if you had the choice or whatever? They never played on in 4K resolution. That doesn't make any sense.
there's a lot of people that do they do prefer their fucking
Who?
PC. I don't have a fucking PC. I don't know. I won't ever
Trust me.
fucking have a fucking.
Listen,
I'm
I
just saying,
usually,
look, I'll just say this. There's a lot of trolls out there that go,
yeah.
and that'll go, oh, well, now there's no reason. But there are legitimate people as well that have okay PCs and just don't see a need. Look, next gen, not you next gen, but next generation, what will be the point of buying Xbox hardware if you already have somewhat okay PC and you could spend
True.
that $500 to upgrade your PC? They are literally shooting themselves in the foot. And you know who's laughing about this right now? Sony. Sony has got to be loving this because
Good point, Greg.
they cater towards the console market. And you know who tells me all this stuff and who predicted this stuff a long time ago and probably would never come on air and say this shit is Worry Wart. This dude has been telling me this shit for months.
Yeah, Worry's been he's been predicting this shit for a long time.
Yeah.
I talk to
Basically,
Worry all the time, so believe me, I've
yeah,
I've
I know. I
heard
mean,
I've
yeah,
heard
you
it.
guys know Worry. Like he's like a lot like me, but it's like nobody cared about Windows 10 before. You were an Xbox guy. You bought an Xbox because you wanted a game on Xbox, right?
Yeah,
But don't you guys admit that you
I don't
still
think
have to
this
have
changes anything.
you
I
still
don't
have
think
to
this
have
changes
some
anything.
console. You have to have exclusives to sell your console.
you
Like
do.
pure
They
exclusives.
don't
You have to
understand.
have a few. And I just heard from 3 people that inboxed me that were anonymous that says 3 different people. Halo 5 going to PC for this September. I mean, if that is not just a
I
kick,
don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I don't
but
see Halo
Southbound, would
5.
you not see that as a
Southbound, what's
kick
the
in the
difference, though?
nuts?
What's the difference? Honestly, what is the difference? What is the what's because because you feel like we feel you have to have some things exclusive to your console. You understand what I'm saying? But if they're putting not Alan Wake, I'm sorry, Quantum Break, Recore, Scalebound, and all these other games on Windows
Sea of
10.
Thieves, Fable Legends,
Yeah,
and you
and
can
all,
even
I
what's
think
the
you got
difference of
new
putting Halo 5 up there? What is the big deal?
Win 10 games.
Here's a War 4.
Everybody
What
knew
is
that.
the difference? What is the difference? They got Killer Instinct. Saying, well, what is the difference? There's no difference. There is no need to own the Xbox One. I'm sorry. If you have a PC, you game on rate, there is no need for those guys to go out and buy a goddamn Xbox One. There's
Well,
no need.
they're hoping that the people that have the PCs are gonna buy the fucking games. I mean,
Well, you know,
they're trying to cover both bets.
Hey, yeah, they're hedging their bets. This is what they're doing.
but they're screwing
They're
over the
using Satya Nadella has Phil Spencer using Xbox games to sell Windows
Windows.
fucking 10. That's all it comes down to. And this is the thing. You've got a bunch of people that are hating me, unfollowing me on Twitter. That's fine. They are, right?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, Gamer's done lost it. He's a baby. I'm not. I see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
They don't want the hardware side. Why have hardware side if Satya Nadella sees Minecraft selling well on these other? It's like in a top 3 on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's a top
You're right
downloaded
about that. You're right
on
about that.
GPU. Why not put all your games, just be studios,
Yeah.
not do the hardware, save money? Next thing you know, you've got Halos on PlayStations. You've got Halos on PC. You've got, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This is not the same Microsoft that we as fans knew. I know it's hard to separate that. This isn't the bomber Microsoft. This isn't the Matric Xbox, who saw the Matric was the one that pulled Gears and shit off of PC because he saw that you need these exclusives to push the console. We all bought fucking Gears.
You
We
guys,
bought Xbox
hey,
360
you guys
for-
give Magic way too much fucking credit. Like,
No, but that's not that. Let's say honestly, you know, I'll be real. Listen. One thing I say one thing that Phil has with Matric, as far as the games, you know, what I mean, I get it. But taking Phil's approach, I'm honest, got a teeth kicked in this generation. All that one thing I liked about Matric, all that complimenting the competition. Good month, Sony, and for the gamer. Come on, look at that tweet they just put out last week. Xbox and PlayStation gamers hoping the Romeo and Juliet. Stop it with this shit here, man. Look, it's not a real war. You don't get me wrong. And people get behind these consoles like they're their favorite basketball or football teams.
no, no. It's perfectly
like, come
okay
on, man.
to back your fucking.
It hurts though. I mean, it really does. Some people that've been there from day one, and I'm talking about the hardcore Xbox gamer. That's through all the DRM, through the $5 goddamn console.
No, we're still here. We're still standing.
No, what are you doing to make besides piss off your hardcore crowd? You understand what I'm saying? You pushing my games back so they can come on Windows 10. You understand what I'm saying? That's not fair.
Everything seems like it's Windows oriented. I mean, what is E3 they're gonna just talk about Windows and shit now? I don't want to hear about
the
Windows.
console gamer doesn't care about Windows 10 and PC gaming. We don't.
That's my only worry or my issue that I have is, are they trying to make a move to strictly fucking
They
Windows
are.
10?
Hey,
Look, just Southbound. I know you're like me. We're all Xbox fans, right? But just like if everybody would just step back, crap, gamers not a cry. We're not crying. Just step back and look at what Microsoft is doing.
I'm honestly, I'm waiting on my judgment until I hear exactly what.
Look at all their exclusives. Look at all the exclusives that are coming out this year alone. Can you tell me one Xbox One exclusive that's coming out this year alone that's not on Windows 10?
Yeah.
Besides, they say Gears 4, but Gears 4 was leaked.
No, Gears 4 will probably be Windows 10.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
it's ridiculous.
But what does it matter though if they come out on Windows?
Well, don't you think that hurt that could potentially stunt the growth of the Xbox sales, which would stunt the growth of the community? I like playing, not having to wait 10 minutes to find a game because there's nobody online to play against, and I certainly don't want to play against people on PC.
You're worried about the cross play.
Not just cross play. I'm just saying people that would normally buy an Xbox. People that would. Well, they are. I mean, look at Sea of Thieves is crossplay, Fable Legends, Halo Wars.
That's why they're being held up.
Killer Instinct.
Not ready for that. It's not ready for that.
Hey, you know what? In a perfect world, I mean, honestly, real talk. I mean, we got to call a spade here. If they know there was going to be some backlash, you know what I mean? I don't know why they're trying to shoehorn this in because there wasn't no backlash. And like Phil said, there's no big deal. Why not say that for them? You've been up front with everything else. Why not?
That's what I'm saying. I want to wait to see exactly what their game plan is. I want them to lay it out at this event here in 2 weeks or whenever it is, a week and a half. I want them to come out and put their game plan out on the table and say, listen, this is what we plan to do. This is how it's going to be. and
All Xbox One
we
exclusives.
want your guys' input, your thoughts.
So you don't. So let me ask you a question. You don't have a problem with all Xbox One exclusives going to Windows 10.
No, I don't.
So
Because
what's the
it
big about?
doesn't affect my purchases. It doesn't affect my gameplay.
But what
Because I
if it
still
means the end of Xbox? Wouldn't that affect you?
that's my problem. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
So that's what I mean. I think that's our common problem. We have a common problem then, or common
I just don't want.
thought.
I don't want to play with PC gamers. I love my
But you
controller.
won't. You
But
won't.
look,
Right.
but look, Southbound. Look, Gears Ultimate, which I'm not sure if that's released on. I think
It
it
is.
still hasn't released on PC yet. But when it does, it's going to have cross-platform with Xbox One. I'm not sure how they're going to go about it. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
don't. I don't see how they can do it. The latency and everything else. I don't see
But Phil,
how.
you know what Phil told me when people are like, and trust me, everybody's like, crap gamer, Phil just owned you, motherfucker, all up and down, right? Because Phil's like, this is what Phil says to me. We're all about giving people games, not building walls, right? And so and everybody's like, oh, damn, sit down, crap gamer. And I'm like, building walls? You guys have a wall. PC gamers don't pay to play online. Us fucking
Good point.
console guys
Yes,
do.
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm like, motherfucker, you're
All
not
right,
building
but no, no.
walls.
Listen, but have you ever had a problem paying for fucking Xbox Live?
You know what?
You know why I have a problem? No, why I justify? I'm gonna say this. No, why I'm hopping. No,
When
why I
Hey,
justified it.
hey, I'm not talking about next gen. That motherfucker got racks and racks and
No, no,
racks.
no but not about me. It's not about me money. But you know why? Know why I kind of justified it? If that us paying for Xbox Live, we didn't have to wait 6 months to get a console port or whatever the case. I get my
Yeah.
game. But if Windows 10 again is getting games the same day and date as Xbox One owners, there's no need for me to pay for Xbox Live. I get everything free on PC, and I
Well,
do
see,
have a
that's the
capable
thing,
rig
though.
behind
No,
me.
I know you have a rig. You got your fucking $30,000
I'm just
fucking
saying,
rig
so I might as well cancel
that you were
my Xbox
exposed
Live.
for.
I might as well cancel my Xbox Live subscription.
See, and I think that they're gonna have to charge for
No, they're
Xbox
not.
Live
They
on
PC
Windows
guys are
can,
not
10.
going to pay for it.
because that's how Windows
You guys
games.
fail to remember. It's not Steam. It's
I
Windows
understand,
10.
but nobody's going to pay to play Windows 10. Like they're trying to win over that crowd, and what's to say that they're not going to eventually put that stuff on Steam? I would have never thought that Office and all that stuff would be on iOS, but here it is. I mean, maybe this. Like, remember what they did with that Halo game that was on what was it, the Windows 7 tablets or whatever it was, and then eventually that went to iOS and like Android. What's to say that they don't launch these games initially on Windows 10, but then they see the dollar sign from the Steam crowd and release this stuff on Steam. I mean, would you have a problem with it?
You guys have to remember that Valve and Microsoft don't have a good relationship.
Man, I mean, they do. It's business money talk bullshit, man. If that's the case, we wouldn't left for dead and all that shit.
Microsoft could buy Steam if they wanted to.
Yeah,
They're not
I mean,
they're not worth like a lot as much as people would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you forget they don't get along. They're in
I mean,
But yeah,
competition with each other.
would you admit this, Southbound? Look, don't you think it's very, at least a very more complicated than what people are believing it to be situation with
Well, that's what I'm
implications?
saying. That's why I'm holding off my judgment until they
Yes.
come out and put out their fucking game plan and tell exactly what they're planning to do.
And that's been their problem this whole generation. They don't let anybody know, right? They don't. When that whole DRM stuff, that could have been good. Share it with 10 people. We never got the full explanation as to what it was. They just reverse course. And look, if I come across like a bitch on Twitter or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. If people want to unsub or whatever, I've never been anybody but myself on here. People message me, oh, well, if you didn't do such an Xbox-centered YouTube, would this matter to you? Look, I'll admit, most of the people on my timeline seem to be okay with this shit, which is fine.
Right.
But just because they are doesn't mean I am, because I am smart enough to see their bigger
we're all
picture.
different people, and we all have different opinions and likes and dislikes, and that's what makes good fucking entertaining podcasts.
A lot of my, I don't know, they're pretty pissed off about it. I wish I can show.
No. You know what?
my Twitter thing.
I've seen both sides. I've seen, like I seen Crap going nuts. I seen you going
Hey,
nuts.
let me ask you a question.
And I see a lot of people saying, you know what? It ain't gonna fucking affect me one bit.
Okay, in the perfect world, okay, it is what it is. Let me ask you a question. If you're a gamer, whether it's PC, whether it's Nintendo, the Wii U, or whatever the case may be, and you're in a business, you're selling hardware, okay? To gamers, don't get fucked. PC, console, we're all gamers, and you're selling hardware. If you have some hardware, and if you're putting your software on everything else, why should I buy your hardware? You understand? Because people, look,
Oh, Jesus
listen,
Christ, I made
people,
it.
listen, trust me.
because people
I
are
made it to a
always
fucking
gonna be
Kotaku article,
console.
apparently.
Yeah,
Hold
listen.
on.
What
Oh
happened?
my
People
gosh,
are
I'm in
always
the.
gonna be fucking console owners. People
No,
are
but
always
not
gonna
even
want
no,
their
no, because
console.
listen,
Oh my
in this community
god.
alone, most people, how should I say, most people combination is the PC and the PlayStation 4. They play 90% of their games on the PC, and they got their PlayStation 4 just for their exclusives, or they buy a Wii U just for their exclusives, right? People don't
Right.
buy the Xbox One just for their exclusive. You know why? Because all of the exclusives are on PC. And if you don't see that, I don't know what
But
more
if
to
you're
tell you.
listen, Z, you got a gaming rig.
Yes.
Me myself, I don't have a gaming rig. I'll never fucking have a
Well, there are
gaming rig.
people that do. I get that.
Right. So that's
Mhm.
why Xbox, they're just covering their fucking asses. So
They're not really
if,
because again, they're still
if you're not
selling.
gonna buy an Xbox and you have a fucking rig, well, here you go. Here's Quantum Break. I'm
Okay.
gonna make my money regardless.
Oh, okay. Here's Quantum Break. But see, again, you're that could have potentially been a. You know how many people? I mean, we do the videos. So many people say, you know what, PC, I got a rig, but the only reason I buy an Xbox One is for Quantum Break, and there's no need now. Now you just missed that sale. There's no need. And then, like I said, as Xbox, as
Well,
console gamers,
listen.
again,
How
like,
many people are really gonna buy fucking Xbox just for Quantum Break, anyways? I mean,
oh,
let's be realistic.
How many
not just for
for Halo or Gears? Because that's inevitable too.
yeah, but
Those are
look at it from this way. Look at it from this standpoint again. As here is I'm looking as a console side here, and I do have a rig, but I'm looking like myself, like I might as well get rid of my Xbox One. I can trade it, whatever case, get rid of it, right? Because I'm looking, I can get everything on my Xbox One. I can get it on my rig. You understand? And not pay for Xbox Live.
Well, and like I said, because you have that option, Xbox has that
So I mean,
fucking service
and so as a
on
console
Friday.
gamer, you don't want anything to make you, you know what, because again, Sony doesn't get the same stigma. Because honestly, they get it because you don't see God of War on PC, you don't
No,
see
you never
Smash
will.
Brothers on
No, you
PC.
never will.
Exactly. You don't see Uncharted on PC.
But
And it would sell on
but
PC.
but if Sony did have their own platform on Windows or whatever, it potentially they would.
Hey, some people say this stuff and it makes sense. It's like somebody messaged me just now on Twitter. He goes, "What sucks is we want the brand to do well, but it's like they don't. It's one less reason to buy an Xbox." And that's what a lot of people are echoing, not just the PC fans, because I can weed them out. I know who the long-term guys are and the fans who are actual legitimate Xbox fans. Don't you want to feel I mean, look,
Yes.
people go, "Oh, it's a reason to sell more games." Since when has Halo or Gears needed another outlet to sell more games? You know what I mean? They're Microsoft, $400 billion company. Look at how much I guarantee
Yeah,
Uncharted
but
4 is going to sell so many copies and
that's
so
the
many
thing.
consoles.
Like everybody said, oh, you know what? Phil needs to bust out the check for Titanfall 2, make it exclusive. You know what? There ain't that much money available. The purse strings are tight right now.
I understand that, dude. I'm the one. I've been saying that for a while, and I
But
understand that
why is the
this
person?
move.
But why the person? Listen, Microsoft. Listen, I'm a fuck. I can't do this no more. Listen, Xbox fan owners. You know what I mean? We have got shafted this generation. We got the weaker goddamn console. We got to
You're
deal with
right.
this 1080p
You're
every
right.
goddamn. You're like, come on.
Every fucking game that
Doing
comes
that.
out.
Like, and then you, like I said again, you got to have some. You know what? Well, again, because the Xbox brand, we have a more triple. Listen, tell you something. If Sony wouldn't put out so many goddamn indies and focus more on their AAA stuff, oh man, I would be over there in a heartbeat. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Because the things that the Xbox One owners put up this generation is unheard of. Listen, your biggest competition. You know what I mean? And you're put like come on, man. The way they give that on the hardware, that's crazy. We shouldn't be talking about 1080p, even though it should be not as console gamers. But we like, come on, man. Like, what are they doing down there?
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? Like, what are you
Hey,
guys doing?
hey, I did. Just to reiterate, I'm on Kotaku. Like all my whole interaction with Phil Spencer.
You're on Kotaku, huh?
Yeah, like that's interesting to me. Like, hey, and they got the whole thing, so not just the part where it makes it look like I'm a douchebag for
But
canceling my pre-order.
it's also been some articles that came out a couple weeks ago saying is that the right move for Microsoft to do to put all their exclusives on the PC?
Just my opinion is not. Just because you know what, like, and it makes you feel like a fucking fag by saying it, but you want to feel special when you buy
You
something,
do.
right? You buy a PS4, you're gonna play your Uncharted, your God of that shit ain't going anywhere else, right? Yeah, some of the third party stuff. I understand the third party stuff. Dead Rising 3 on Xbox Rise.
Mhm.
Yes, I get that. But a first party owned game,
Yeah.
this was gonna be your big fucking game. Your first I mean, this game looks great, assuming it's not we weren't lied to.
No, that's what I'm saying. This was supposed to
Yeah.
be the next gen.
But
Why not wait? Why
it was
not
the
wait a
PC
year? Hey,
version.
Southbound. You know what? Can I be honest with you, Sal? I wouldn't even have had nearly as negative a reaction if they waited to make this announcement after the Xbox One and then release it a year later. I'm fine with that. But the fact that they're like a month before release, and it was supposed to be a day for Xbox owners. All of us Xbox owners got surprised. We were all excited for today. We were getting this Quantum Break news, and what do we get? Fuck you, Xbox owners. You don't even got to own an Xbox to play this shit, motherfuckers. Right?
Good point.
Right? How's that shit taste? You guys are paying $60 a year.
I don't see.
You guys are playing it at 30 frames per second. You guys are playing at 30 frames. They're playing
it
at 60.
It ain't gonna change because you guys are console fucking gamers. It ain't gonna change how you play. How is it gonna affect you at all?
It affects me as wanting to actually continue on with being an Xbox owner and gamer. To be honest with you, quite frankly, I don't know. That sounds like a bitch move, and I'm not talking about right now at this moment. I'm not like fucking I'm not like Boogie. I'm not gonna trash my Xbox One, but I will say the day that Halo,
you better fucking like.
I will. You know what? I'll be a way better fat ass on YouTube that films that shit than Boogie ever was. I can guarantee it. But the day Halo 5 gets announced for PC is the day that I'll drop. You know what I'm saying? Halo 5, Gears 4. When those get announced, then I'm done.
They're coming.
And I've been very adamant about it. And I said, if they lie to us and mislead consumers about this Quantum Break thing, that I will cancel my pre-order, and I have done so. And I know that might sound bad, or people might hate it, or say I'm a hypocrite, or whatever, and that's fine. But the least you could say is, Crap Gamer was a man of his word, and even though we called him a corporate slave or a corporate cocksucker or whatever, he stood up and for what he believed in, for what he thought was right or wrong with this. It's just consoles. I get it. It's not life or death. But when you're rocking with something for 15 years now, and for them to kind of just like, look, I don't even feel like Xbox is their thing anymore. It's the PC. It's Windows. Everything. You know what I'm saying? It's
that's
like,
my point. You know what, Crap? Exactly. That's my issue. You talk to somebody that's been there since 2001. I was probably the first. I would say Black History Month. I probably was the first black guy on Xbox Live. Shit, I was a beta tester. Went to all the races and all the shit I used to go do on Xbox Live back then. You know what I mean? But I say that to say this: you talk to someone that's been there from day one. That's not some troll and not some oh, I just get it on PC. Nah, I've been here since day one. Okay, and I've always said I'm a console gamer. And like Crab said, today was supposed to be a good day for the Xbox One fans. No, today was a good day for PC gamers.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? It's good. It's a good day for Quantum Break because all of a sudden that fucking game's relevant as hell now, right?
Yeah,
everybody's
nobody cared about it when it was an Xbox exclusive. So
shit, even the Sony boys are fucking talking about it.
I wonder how much this game is going to
sell. Let me tell you this much right now. If I'm a person, I'm thinking PC, PS4 is the way to go right now. And how can I argue that? How can I argue that? Right? You heard it from
what I'm saying.
How can I argue that as the best lineup? Because guess what? Guess what? You don't, and I'm not talking about just a big beefy fucking rig. Get an Alienware for $400. It doesn't even have to be that expensive. Alienware is going to play all the Xbox One games for about $400. You know what I mean? There you go. And guess what? You can play Xbox Live. You can still cross-party with all your Xbox Live friends for free. You can game for free. Free. Motherfuckers, free. How's that nutsack taste? That's what Phil Spencer is saying to all of us right now.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet. We don't know. They need to be more transparent with their plans. They need to let us know what exactly they want to do.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that they denied.
I think right now it's a little bit jumping the gun. You know what I mean? We need to sit and because I even hit up Phil myself. I said, listen, you guys got a hell of a shitstorm going on right now. You need, I hope you guys got a plan to, deal with this.
Yeah, do they? I mean,
I don't know if they expected that everyone's gonna say, all right, we're getting a free copy for the PC, this and that, everything's beautiful, wonderful.
Hey, you know what I would do even if I got a free copy on PC? I'd wipe my ass with whatever imaginary shit that came on because it does me no good. No good. I'm absolutely never gonna fucking redeem anything. I'm never gaming on PC. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Just like you, Sal.
Exactly.
You buy you buy it. So basically what they're trying to do is make people think that it's a good thing, while the whole time it's not. They're just testing the waters. They're just fragmenting the console sector even more, testing the water for the
But
future. Do we even need
that is my
hardware?
only issue is this a precursor to them just cutting
Yeah,
out
why not?
Xbox?
It is. Crap. Sal, let's be honest. They're doing it now. By the time the next console comes out, they're gonna still do the same shit. Listen, when the next Xbox comes out, what is the purpose of buying the next generation Xbox? If I can get all my games on Windows 10, get all my multiplats on Windows, whatever the hell, at a higher resolution,
I'm always gonna
higher
be a
frame
console
rate.
gamer. I'm never gonna be a PC gamer.
I
So
don't say never. I'm just saying,
I
the
can't I
expensive.
can't even
Buy a $5
fathom the
rig. That's what
idea
I'm saying.
of me
But you can use a
going.
controller on a PC. You can buy a $5 rig.
Hey,
That
you can use the Xbox
they're not
Elite
that expensive.
controller. They
Yeah.
No, I
made
know they had the little dongle that you can
Yeah,
buy.
it's really not that hard.
Yeah,
I said the same thing. It's really. I just, like I said, I like the Xbox crowd a little better. But and listen again, they don't even have to listen. But why do Xbox owners get shafted? We pay for Xbox Live. We do all this shit. They don't do nothing on PC. Nothing. Like that, I used to justify it by saying, at least I ain't gotta wait 9 months to get my whatever game, But no, they're getting in the same day and date. You know what I mean? And it's not so much about someone else playing the game. It's that how does this benefit Xbox One owners? It doesn't. It benefits them. And I want to see these PC sales, 50,000 copies, and come on, man.
Oh no! But look at Rise of Tomb Raider. They already sold 500,000 copies.
Yeah, but a lot of those were those $9 keys apparently.
Yeah,
they were basically giving that shit away. Plus, they were giving it away on the Windows Store for a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's as lucrative as they're making it out there. Yeah.
Like really, they don't do that. They don't buy games for $60. They used to paying $27 for new titles and yada yada yada. You know what I mean?
Well,
it is what it is.
I'll be honest with you. I really don't know very much about PC gaming or Steam gaming or whatever it may have you. I'm a console gamer. I'm an Xbox gamer, and that's my bread and butter. That's my wheelhouse. And until something happens and they say, you know what, we're not making the Xbox no more. That's it. It's done. It's a wrap. Then I'll hang it up.
But do you see that if you look back at some of the things that Satya Nadella has said regarding Xbox, he said it's no longer a console, it's a service.
No, he said that about Windows and apps for phones and shit.
Yeah, and if you look at it, they spin everything. And this is the first time I'll say this out in public. They spin everything when they don't talk numbers anymore. Let's face it, Xbox numbers. This is the last time they'll be able to say Xbox One's outpacing 360. Now they've lost probably a good chunk of hardcore gamers, because hardcore gamers are in the know. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you guys consider me a very hardcore gamer? And the fact that I'm saying this says a lot. I mean, and I can't be alone. I know I'm not. And even if I was, I would still say
there's plenty of people.
The babies, and I know you'll probably talk to Phil, and he'll be like, "Man, that crap gamer's a real dick." You know what I mean? And that's fine.
We've actually talked to him about you before. And he said, I respect what Crab does. He was like, but he don't understand. He don't know.
Yeah, their vision is to put everything on everything. Exactly.
But in the perfect world, it doesn't make any sense.
But if you look at what their toughest competition in the console sector is doing, they're not doing that with first party, and people are loving it. I mean, look, I don't have to worry. Like if I'm investing in a PlayStation, I don't have to worry about God of War or Uncharted going to PC, because I know for a fact it's not, or Infamous or Killzone. None of that stuff is ever going to PC. Whereas we worry about that all the time, and when it's like I really do start to think. I know some Xbox guys who were 360 guys who now are on PC, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, and they're not going to get an Xbox One. So I do know people like that, because they're like, why get an Xbox One when I can just game on medium settings on my PC or whatever? And I can't argue that fact, and they're not even paying to play online. Look, if you just say the average life cycle of a console is like 6 years, and you pay $60 a year for Xbox Live for those 6 years, that adds up. So you could just right there just put that into the front end on a PC, and then you're set. And I don't even like PC gaming. I'll never do that.
Yeah, but you're talking about 6 years of paying the Xbox Live. I mean, fuck, that's a long time.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm 8 years in. You know what I mean, on my current gamer tag. You know what I'm saying?
I when the Xbox Live come out 2002.
Yeah, 2000.
14 years in, before fucking 14 years for me. That's what I'm saying. Even for me, it's been there for day one. That's what I said. For guys that've been there from day one, you know what I mean? I just think I don't know. I don't
But
think.
yeah, but like I said, but my question is, how is it gonna
No, no, no.
affect
This,
them?
I'm tell you how it affects you. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Um, but look at. I just think in the perfect world. I don't know if in the perfect world. I've what Microsoft doesn't get again. You know, like they trying to blur the lines between Windows 10 and the Xbox. You know what I mean? You can be a fan of Windows and not be a fan. So you can be a fan of the Xbox platform and not be a fan of Windows. You understand what I'm saying? You know, Xbox One owners don't want to play with PC. We don't. They don't like it.
Right,
They
right.
don't respect us. It's like it is what it is. You know what I mean? They don't. You know, look at you mean see PC elitists make fun of Xbox One owners. You know what I mean? Peasants and this, that, and the other. They don't give two rats ass about us. They don't even care. And it's crazy. Microsoft out there fighting for them, and they shit on their hardware day after day, video after video. You understand what I'm saying? So after all the shit that all the verbal hate, the cyber hate, the bullying, all the shit that we get through, we got the inferior console this generation, all our games in 900p, yada yada yada. At least
Right, right.
we got these great exclusives. We don't even have great exclusives anymore. Where's our exclusives? They're all on Windows on PC. And for you not to realize, you know, of course we can still play the game, but at least you say, you know what, the problem with the Wii U, people praise Nintendo for having great exclusives, great IPs, right? Shitty hardware, but guess what? It still has some unique IPs.
Yeah.
The Xbox doesn't even have that.
Not only
anymore.
that, but I'll say this too. Like I've noticed a few things. Like Mikey Barr will tweet, "I'm streaming some Tomb Raider live from my Windows 10 PC."
Well, you know,
know,
and that's exactly what I was gonna bring that up.
Yep. And I've seen
Because
Major
Mikey
Nelson.
Barr, yeah,
Yep. I've
and
seen Major
everybody's
Nelson
getting a
like.
fucking PC lately,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it's kind and that's the only thing that's kind of got me in the back of my mind.
I'm
Like,
telling you,
well,
if you're not a
what
hardcore,
direction are they going?
yep.
What's Xbox's plan
Hey,
for the
why?
next?
Hey, Styles, listen. If they could put great games out on PC and get the media behind it, because guess what? The media hates Xbox. They fucking hate it. They love this shit. They're
Oh
loving
yeah.
this. Kotaku already. The name of the article that I'm in is called there's no downside to a game ditching exclusivity. Okay, that's weird. That is named that. Maybe that name doesn't make sense to me, or maybe I'm a moron. There's no downside to a game ditching exclusivity. Okay, so they're saying there's no downside, and I'm the fool in this. But okay, I'll be the fool. You know what I mean? That's fine with me. I don't care. But it's like, you know, I'm going to speak my mind on it and think that it's absolutely damn. You got almost 500 people watching
Yeah,
this shit.
shout out to everybody watching. But again, I'm just saying if Phil and them is saying there's no
Is
big deal.
anybody like paying attention to chat or anything? Like, what's
Yeah,
the
these
chat
people are.
saying?
Well, this is the thing. The Xbox fans that have grown to like next gen and me, they aren't going to like what we have to say. They're just not. A lot of them are just like, oh, how does this not? How does this hurt
Well,
anything?
well,
And no matter
they're
no
probably
matter
like,
how.
what exactly? How's it gonna change the way you guys game on
No,
console?
it's not. No, Phil, let me say this. It's not so much. It's not going to change anything the way that we game. Okay.
Yeah.
My thing is again, what does we have? What? How does this benefit the? I'm all about the Xbox. I don't care about PC.
So
I don't care
basically,
about
what
Windows.
you want
I
to
don't
know is
care. And again, it's like I feel like
so you
Xbox
feel
One.
cheated,
No,
basically.
listen. Let me say this. I feel like Xbox One fans are getting the shorter end of the stick. All right. Bad enough, like I said, we deal with this whole resolution stuff and yada yada yada.
We got our teeth kicked in. Let's face it. We as Xbox fans from the
Yes, we
beginning,
had. But no, we used
we're
to
still
say,
getting them kicked in. This is
listen,
not only.
but when we used to hang our hat on, we said we got more AAA exclusives. You know what I mean? We got the bigger games. We got bigger AAA exclusives. We don't even have AAA exclusives anymore.
Well,
They're
see,
multiplex.
that's the question I have, to anybody at
They're
Xbox. It's like,
multiplex.
listen, is Xbox now? Is it Windows 10 and Xbox consoles together?
It is.
Is that
Hey, and
what
why?
he's saying by they're trying to break down the walls or whatever?
They
Yeah,
are.
yeah. They want everybody playing
That's all I
together.
want
That's.
to know. I want them to explain their
Yeah,
system
well, he
and
said it.
their
He
plan.
tweeted me, dude. He tweeted me. He wants there to be no walls between Windows players and gaming with
And that's
Xbox
wrong.
players.
They are
Yeah.
Listen, that is wrong. The average Xbox guy don't care about playing with Windows 10. We don't.
I don't want to at all. I'll avoid that shit. Like,
We
you know what I'm
don't.
saying?
It's not so much as being
I don't want to play against
fanboys or
keyboard and mouse or fucking hack.
listen.
Or look, hold on. There's also this, right? Next gen, I'll say this. And say a first-person shooter, right? Say we're playing Gears 4 and the multiplayer is locked at whatever 30, right?
frames.
Okay, so and we're playing and we're forced to play against PC gamers who can have a 60 frames per second rig. How is that fair to us? Or they can use keyboard and mouse. There is so many variables here, and yes, we don't know everything about this yet, but it does seem like they're going that way. And if anybody doesn't look at what Mikey Barra tweets out, I'm streaming this from my Windows, or Major Nelson, hey, I got this new part for my rig. Look how awesome it is. You know what I mean? So I see these people less and less on Xbox and more on PC, right? And then not only that, I heard somebody.
I wouldn't say that.
That's true. I do.
One of my followers asked Phil, "Hey Phil, which would you rather play Quantum Break on, your PC or your Xbox?" And Phil didn't respond. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious at this point that Phil probably has a little bit more love for the PC stuff. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that.
I do. Listen. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, and I think this is wrong. With certain games, it's not a big deal. But if like games like Fable Legends, okay. Games like Sea of Thieves, okay. You know what I mean?
I got called a fag boy right now. Hey.
Yeah, Listen, South. Listen, I've always said this: when it makes sense, it's not a big deal. But when you're taking your AAA exclusives and releasing day and date, you know what I mean, on the PC side of things, and try to blur the lines between because what they're doing, they're trying to we had the Xbox brand. This is a popular device. It's his hip device. Let's do this Windows 10. The direction that Microsoft is going in now, I've said this 1,000 times. They want their software on many devices as possible. You know what I mean? That's how they
and as a company,
they make their money.
Why wouldn't you?
No, cool. I'm just saying. But what you're going to end up losing is your hardcore game. Because guess what? When it comes out next generation, all right? And people already invested heavily into this Xbox. When the next Xbox comes out and the PlayStation 5, whatever the hell, you know what? If I don't have the money, being honest with you, I may decide to get a PlayStation instead. Because you know why? Even if I don't buy this Xbox, I can still get their games on the PC on the Windows 10. Still can. And not miss anything, not miss a beat. You know what I mean?
Well,
and not miss a beat.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this. If you're at least an Xbox fan and like you think, oh, well, this is nothing bad, here's the ways that it could potentially be bad. One, Microsoft testing the waters to see if this is a viable strategy to exit the console market. They might be preparing to do that, and their way to prepare people to do that would be how to let people get a free copy of a PC version of games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what they're doing. They want to give people a free copy and see how many of those people who buy it on Xbox will play on PC. They're gauging you guys. They're testing you, and a lot of you are too stupid to see this, except for people like me, because I'm a lot smarter than I let on or that I get credit for.
Oh, crap! I'm bad.
So hold on.
Rule number 2.
There's that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're also what they're doing is they want to see how far they can push you. Right, that's what they're doing. They're testing you. They're seeing how far they can push you. You know what I mean? Also, this is what happens. Even if that isn't the case, at the very least, this will make people not buy an Xbox One, which loses you online community to play against. And the third thing that could happen is you're going to get mashed up like in Fable Legends. You have no choice if you're going to play against other console owners or PC owners. Same thing with Halo Wars 2. And maybe those games don't matter as much. But a game Gears or Halo, those games being mashed up against people with rigs and shit with keyboard.
Well, that's exactly what I was saying, a few minutes ago. Like, I don't know how they would work that out. Because they're obviously a PC is way faster than a console.
Yes, exactly.
They'd have to put in some kind of lag in place. To me, it sounds like a clusterfuck.
Exactly. They're still fucking up. They don't know what they're doing. Their new motto is
they didn't switch roles so many times.
We fucked up. We fuck up. We continue to mess up what our vision is. You can sit there and go, oh well, crap. Crap's a good guy. And I've heard that Phil has said this about me. Crap's a good guy, but he just doesn't know what the vision is yet. Well, guess what? I know what the vision is. I've known what it was when I complained about it. All Xbox games on PC, so that you can play them on your fucking.
A while ago, didn't we, crap?
Yeah. And I'm like, guess what? I'm not playing Halo 5 on my Surface. I'm not playing Halo 5 on a Windows phone. I'm not playing Halo 5 on a PC. I'm playing that shit on there. So most gamers don't care about this. And you know what? When the fucking opposition is catering to the console crowd like no other, and you see
Yes.
Microsoft out here fucking up like this, it makes it look even more attractive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because if you buy a PlayStation, at least you feel special because they're saying we're for you guys specifically. You know what I mean?
Absolutely
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
sure. We may have the third-party stuff to hedge their bets by putting it on PC, because guess what? Xbox is fucking themselves over anyway, so who cares? We might as well.
I don't get that. That's what I don't understand. Why is Microsoft fumbling the goddamn ball so much at the goal line? I don't know who's down there calling the decisions. Again,
all right. See, let me ask you this. Okay, say tomorrow fucking Phil got fired and you're head of Xbox.
I don't think it's necessarily Phil per se. I think that it's Satya Nadella.
What would I do? What would I do?
Yeah.
You know what I would do? Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that. Sit back, Phil. You're listening. School's in session. This is what I would do, okay? Again, you have this community, the Xbox, which I love dearly. You have this Xbox One community, okay? And again, it's something I've been talking about forever, even with this console come out. You got a white console. What's so hard about putting a goddamn stick on the box? Gamers, nerds, geeks, we love custom consoles. We love our gadgets. We like to set them up, dust them off. Our figures, that's what we love, okay? So, even with this Division thing to back, we have a big third-party deal with the Division marketing deal. You should have a themed console for the Division. One, okay. Same thing with Fallout. They dropped the ball.
Hey, we did get a brilliant bundle for the Quantum Break, a nice white one. Nice something to throw that fucking Quantum Break restock. Yeah, nice something to throw that fucking restock in there. Although I will say, my quote insider came back to me today and goes, he goes, they're gonna announce the big 1 terabyte one here shortly or something like that in like a couple weeks or something.
Okay, that's not even.
So I mean maybe that could be right, but this guy also told me that it would be a custom Quantum Break one, the next one or whatever, the 1 terabyte one. So I mean maybe that's true or whatnot. But he did tell me.
Already show that off if that's what they're planning to do.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Again, what I would do, you have to do some things to make your console owners feel special. Okay? All this games going to Windows 10, you're not catering and pandering to us, you're pandering to the PC market. Okay? But I don't care how you don't get it. We're not the same. Okay? It is what it is. How foolish or how silly or simple or juvenile or childish you may think it may be, we are not the same. Xbox One gamers don't care about PC and gaming on Windows. We don't. All that is a perk, is extra. Okay, all that you can stream to this. Something I would never use. I have all of your tablets, Microsoft. I have not once streamed a game to my tablet to play it on. I don't. You know what I mean?
That's not because where would you go, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, here I am with my tab. You know what I'm saying? To me, that just doesn't make sense.
Hear about that? You know what I mean? And again, listen on, man.
Hey, Southbound. Can I just ask you something real quick? Doesn't it seem though that Microsoft, the Xbox division, talks a hell of a lot about PC Windows now, right? I mean, that maybe is the focus. Like that to me, that's got to be
the focus.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the only thing I'm wondering.
You have your
they're shifting
biggest competitors, Sony,
away from the Xbox console to Windows PCs.
Hey, this is what this damn insider told me. Microsoft multiplayer free on Xbox at E3. Xbox Live subscription will cover select backwards compatibility games. Backwards compatibility coming to PC. He says 47% of Xbox Live subscribers get all of the games with gold, with 83% of them getting at least one game per subscription. Subscription will cover backwards compatible games similar to PlayStation Now. Lots of things to be added to Live Gold subscriptions, hoping to bring in more revenue with new benefits. 10% of all upcoming games with Live. And then he says he had to go.
Shit.
So yeah, I mean it all sounds like horseshit. They can't. You know what? Xbox Live breaks in a couple $1 billion a year. I don't see them quitting that.
Yeah, but again, what do we like? Even with that, let me ask you a question, Southbound. Even with that, you know what I mean? It's like even today, like I said, it's been a big game for Xbox One gamers, and it was a big day for PC owners. All right. So what, as a console, right, owner, you Xbox dude, what is Microsoft doing to make you feel special? How are they catering and pandering to you? Because you have your biggest competitor. When Sony does their announcements and stuff, it's about the PlayStation. They don't come up there talking about PC. It's about the PlayStation.
But they're talking about fucking VR.
And they're fucking.
They're doing their VR shit.
It's for, listen again. It's for whether VR, Connect, whatever. It's for their audience. It's for their consumers. Okay. You don't have the hit Cash Corral or what's my man name? Yoshida get up there talking about only on PlayStation and PC. No, it's about PlayStation. Why does every Xbox E3 has to be about PC and fucking the Xbox? No. Okay. You have to pander and cater to your Xbox audience, and they don't do that anymore. Everything's about Windows 10 or PC. Oh, come on, man! I bought a console. I don't want to do the PC stuff. Like that's crazy as hell, man. That's not like that. Come on, man. There is no need to own the Xbox One. When the
Well,
next Xbox comes out,
now I'll answer your question. So you asked me what do I feel?
yeah, how do they make you feel? How do they pander to you?
Listen, because we still have Xbox Live, and our community
That we pay for.
Right.
Okay.
That they're getting for free.
Do we even know that yet?
PC,
Yes,
free on that
they've
PC.
confirmed that it's free. Even the Fable Legends things, everything's free for them to play. We don't get that.
Yeah. So what are they doing for you? Will they make
Phil's breaking down walls, though, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Listen,
It's kind of funny. And I don't mean to like throw fucking names out there and shit, but like I get treated a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because you game with Phil and you know him, you've met him and you've hung out with him.
I'm a little jaded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
okay, well, listen. All right, listen here again. All right, so even so large as that. All right, you hanging out with Phil, whatever the case, But the average consumer, the average Xbox One owner isn't okay. So this announcement today, how does this make you feel good? Oh, as the average guy, without
honestly, they announced a good fucking game that I pre-ordered.
Okay, but your Ben was going to get that game, but what I mean, today was a big day for the PC owner side. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying here it is. You have your competition. Prime example. When Sony does their,
I already have those on 360 though, and they're making them backwards compatible. So
okay, but listen, when Sony does their Sony experience thing, whatever that PlayStation experience, okay, it's all about the PlayStation and its brand. Microsoft's going to have these events. It's all about the Windows 10 and the Xbox thing. You understand? They really don't get it. I mean, we're console guys. We don't care about that Windows stuff. We don't. You know what I mean? So Nintendo has their Nintendo Directs, it's all about the Nintendo. Microsoft does not get that. You have some Xbox, Microsoft. You have some loyal fans
but
that have been there since day one.
But you forget though, their fucking part of their company is Windows.
Okay, a part of Sony's company is their TV division. You don't see them getting to talk about their TVs. I get it. Windows is the bread and butter. I understand that. But we're talking about consoles.
Hey, do you see that? I mean, to me, they're just like Xbox means absolutely nothing to Microsoft, in my opinion. It means nothing. It's a way. It's a way to push their Windows 10 platform on people.
That's
what
it
feels like to me. Even if it's not true, that's what it feels like.
Satya told me straight out that Xbox is very important to him, and
but he sees Xbox as a service though, like Cortana, which is on iOS and Android. I mean. Where does it stop? Does it stop with the hardware and the PC? Because look, here's the thing: when people go and next gen has made this point, and and I agreed to an extent, like Smash Brothers being on a 3DS and a Wii U, that's kind of the same thing, but it's not because Nintendo makes both that hardware. Microsoft doesn't make PCs; they make an operating system for PCs. I can understand. The differences. It's like, if it's games on the Vita and PS4, it's still, Sony makes both of those, where Microsoft doesn't make PCs. So to me, it's like they're giving away something that we had to pay for and invest in. And you know what? Let's be honest. We took lumps for even owning or liking this thing, and they just
that's true.
Yeah, and they kind of kick us. You know what I'm saying? We supported them through all the bullshit, through all the hate. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, and guess what? I still think that it's a good console and it has the best games and controller and online and all that stuff. I just think that you got to be honest with gamers. You can't sit there. Look, the box for Quantum Break says Xbox only on Xbox One, right? I mean, and then all of a sudden a month before launch, you switch that up. I mean, look, Phil can sit there and say, hey,
It goes back to what I was saying. They need to be more transparent and show us their plans, what they want to do.
I think the plan is obvious, South. I mean, Just look at every. Listen, can you name me one? Can you name me one Xbox One exclusive that's not coming to Windows 10 this to PC this year? We know their plans.
Well,
That's just
yeah,
obvious.
pretty much they're all coming to PC.
Again, so how does that benefit you as an Xbox One owner?
It doesn't matter to me one way or another because I don't have a fucking PC, and nobody I
Okay.
know really that I play with has a PC.
Okay,
So
but okay.
it's not like it's gonna fragment my friends that
No,
they're
no, no.
gonna
Okay,
go
but here's the
play.
thing. I'll flip the script. And here's the thing. All right, so you will realize that Microsoft is they're in a business to sell hardware, right?
Right.
They're going their biggest rival is Sony, right? Right, their biggest rival is Sony. So you got to see, and then what is my Sony doing over there that makes them so successful? All right, and what Sony does,
Sony has a
they
great marketing fucking
no,
team
you know
right
what they
now.
market to? They cater to their console gamers.
Yes.
Okay, if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. They cater to their console crowd. Okay, PC gamers are very cheap. Get shit for 10 cents, 15 cents. It's your console gamers that go out there and spend $65 on these games when they come on every Tuesday. Okay, PC gamers, but they get these Steam sales. We got. Okay, so again, as now, like I said, now you're pushing.
Hey, I want to tell you guys something that somebody messaged me, right? They go, Microsoft is making your audience irrelevant, crap. You either start covering Windows 10 games along with the Xbox One or general console gaming. Basically, look at the reaction. Microsoft sold a car to console gamers who love the car, and now they are telling the audience that that is really a motorcycle. They don't want or have ever wanted a motorcycle, but everyone else into Windows and Microsoft will love it and praise it. Also, let's see. How does the games on PC and cross-buy make people who play console games want to buy an Xbox One? I mean, there's a lot more stuff. Like basically, not one Xbox One console in the top 20 in Amazon in months, but Call of Duty PS4 is in top 10 for the past 9 months, and the perception is that all Xbox One games will go to PC anyway. So this, I think, actually hurts Xbox quite a bit just because people will wait, and now with good measure. I mean, it's really, really just I can't really, you know.
You guys ever look at your chat?
No, I mean, yeah, a little bit, but it's
Oh
just
my god! Hey,
it's
fuck!
bad.
I've been told I'm a fag boy and shut the fuck up. Hey, I'm not used to that. Holy shit!
Hey, you're rocking with us now, dude. We're the
Oh
Xbox
wow!
guys.
You guys are fucking toxic.
Yeah, we are, man. We're toxic motherfuckers, dude. That's what we do. Hey, guess what? And now I have no home because I was pro Xbox, which I still am, by the way. But
Yeah, right.
but now,
You just dusted off the PlayStation.
no lie, I did, man. I just turned that shit on too.
I know you did. I heard the little sound.
Hey guys, if you want to add me on PSN, it's Crap Gamer. Yes, just Crap Gamer. That's it. Let's game. Let's rack them up on some PlayStation. Hey Yoshida, what up, bro? Maybe I can meet him in the
elevator.
in the elevator like you and Tim.
Hey, you know the funny thing is about that story? Like it got spun out so crazy.
Like you guys beat him up or threatened him or something. Yeah.
We lumped him up in the fucking corner of the elevator. Like what? We didn't even say 2 words to him. It was awkward as fuck. But nobody even said nothing to him. He was giving us dirty looks.
Yeah, was he?
Oh hell yeah! I didn't recognize him. You know what I mean? I just kind of looked
Yeah.
over my shoulder and I seen and then Tim looked at me and started laughing. And then as soon as we walked out of the elevator, and he was like, "Holy fuck, you know who that was?" And I was like, "No, who? That fucking Yoshida." I was like, "Oh wow, that's crazy."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel I feel used, man. Jesus Christ. I don't know. This feels dirty, feels wrong, man. They're not pandering to me, the console gamer at heart. We got a brick. They're not at the end of the day, man.
Well, what would make you feel special, Z?
You know what make me feel special? Feel appreciated.
Keep some games on. Yeah, keep some damn games on the damn console only.
You know what I mean? I didn't buy a console to get a bunch of multiplats. You buy a console.
I got another guy who buys BGST merchandise named Dylan. Just messaged me. They pulled another Tomb Raider. I'm not getting Quantum Break anymore. I mean, I've been getting this shit all morning. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to say? Oh, don't do that. I don't blame you. Look, you've been misled. The fucking box said Xbox One only. They published all the games coming to Xbox and PC earlier in the year, and that one wasn't one of the ones on Windows 10. Now all of a sudden it is. GameSpot posted an article saying Gears 4 is in development for PC as well. I mean, I think that'd be the last straw for a lot of people, right? I mean, who wants to play?
So do you think like if right now everybody made a loud enough fucking stink and just went out and pull out pitchforks and everything, that they say, you know what, maybe this isn't a good idea.
If
Maybe
they
we should
see it,
chill out.
yes, that's why I've reacted the way I did. You might think that I'm overreacting or being a baby, and that's fine, right? Like, man, that crap is really going off his fucking rocker. He's crazy, right? Like, I get it. Like,
It's entertaining. It's entertaining. Come on,
yeah,
crap.
I can, yeah, but and that's what I do, right?
The same thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, Salvan, that fucking guy just went out."
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, look, this is news, and I'm going to talk about it, and I have my own opinions on it, but, I just think it's a mistake, and Aaron even tweeted out, well, this is something we're going to try to see how it is, and I tweeted back, I was like, put me down in the no category, Aaron, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just quite frankly fucking honest about it. I think that it's stupid. You got to give console owners a reason to buy your console, to feel special and good about buying your console, because that thing's been a big fucking hassle from the bugs and the issues, and you know what I'm saying, and the
I
features
didn't buy an Xbox One for multi-plats.
Exactly. If I wanted to fucking do that, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, their competition has multi-plats, and you could argue outside of Xbox Live that some of them even run better. Some. I'm not going to say all of them, but I mean, if the games are going to PC anyway, why not get an Alienware sim?
Worry wants to jump in here.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring
Worry in here.
Yeah. The voice of reason.
Oh no, Worry Ward's gonna.
Jiminy Cricket.
Hey, Worry's gonna back me up.
his side.
Worry's gonna be like, "Hey, crap, you're right." And I told Worry, man, I was like, "Dude, you were right. I gotta give you props on that, man. You were right this whole damn time."
And his word coming in now. Like I said, I didn't. Again, Phil, Aaron, I'm quite sure someone in your office watching. I bought your console for exclusives. You know what I mean? I didn't buy that. You don't have any exclusives on your platform anymore. You don't. Like I said, there's no reason for me to own the Xbox One.
And let it be written, and people can mark this date or whatever, just a little over an hour into this. If Gears 4 and Halo 5 goes to PC Windows 10, I am out.
Yeah.
I will still continue to cover games and shit like that, but I am out as far as like this whole Xbox. I'm not buying. Yeah, but I know. I'm not buying. I didn't buy an Xbox One for a goddamn ecosystem. You know what I mean? I bought it because that's exclusive to Xbox. That's just the bottom line. And Phil can he might not like it, but guess what? And maybe I don't speak for any. Maybe I speak for nobody, and that's fine. I never claim to speak for everybody, but I consider myself a hardcore gamer. But I know that I probably wouldn't be alone in feeling pissed off.
You don't play no fucking games. You're on YouTube and Twitter all day.
Exactly, man. I mean, I don't. I barely.
Tim Dog.
Yeah, I barely fucking.
Even Tim's pissed off about this.
You know what, Tim? He's worried about the wording. He feels like the rug was swept from under his feet.
Yeah, I mean, because again, you know
what? This news just came out of left field. That's why.
That's why I'm saying I didn't like the way they did it. Okay, we thought this game, it's not exclusive. It's not. Okay, I used to say, well, no, it's not, because I can play this game on another device. It's not exclusive. The Xbox One does not have any exclusives coming out this year. They don't. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit.
Hey, crap! You're getting friend requests on PSN right now.
Yeah, they don't, man. They don't. As I said, this is what are you doing for your console owners here? Nothing. Everything that I have here, I can play on on my PC and not play for online multiplayer. So what like you don't like crazy, man? That's bananas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on with Microsoft this generation.
And the interesting is the people that are like, this is good news, because like, look, anytime this splits your community, it's not good news.
No, it's not.
Let's be honest, man. This is not good news. You getting a free copy is them gauging how many on Xbox One bought it, and how many will play it on PC, because if enough of them do, what's the point in making hardware and spending billions of dollars on hardware when you could just make software and rake it in? You know what I mean? And that's what they're testing the water for, and anybody should probably just look forward to that as the future. I mean, they're putting all their games on PC, and there's a reason behind that. Before, as you could always count on Gears, Halo, Forza, some of the new stuff, Sunset. I guarantee probably Sunset Overdrive go on the PC.
Windows 10, yeah.
Everything. Yeah, everything's going to be on.
Sunset going to PC would be a good idea because they still
Well,
need to.
from what I understand, that Insomniac's not interested in making a sequel. It's not really so
No,
much.
it didn't make enough money. It
Yeah.
didn't sell enough
So
copies.
Well, you know what?
would it have sold any on PC? Who knows? I don't.
Right.
You know, I mean, they.
I don't, man. Listen, this isn't right. This not like. Listen, there's no reason.
Hey, and like you said, Sal, look,
No,
300,000 or 400,000, whatever Tomb Raider sold at the discount price. Like that's another thing, right? What if the PC version they're getting like what $30 versions of these games if they're buying it just on PC, and we're still forced to pay 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's another FU to console gamers. Hey,
That's what I'm
feeling,
saying.
and listen, and this is what I tweeted out this morning. I feel like I'm being punished for buying Microsoft Xbox hardware. Right? I'm being punished for that. I have to pay to play online. I'm getting worse versions of these games. And I could potentially have to be matched up at an unfair disadvantage to PC gamers on multiplayer games. I see no winning here. And I could possibly be seeing E3, a big chunk of their E3 dedicated to fucking Windows bullshit. I don't care.
You know
Listen,
what?
I don't.
Someone in the chat, too hot for 40, made a good little. He said the problem is that Microsoft isn't giving their loyal fan base a reason to promote the Xbox One.
Thank you.
Word of mouth and Sony fans are selling the PS4 for Sony. The positive news is now spun to be negative.
Yeah, this is a shitstorm. Like whenever you split your community in half, it's not a good
Mind
look.
if I get ran in here?
I don't care. Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not. I don't care. And I'm the biggest Xbox fanboy out there. This is not a good move. You don't do that. You know what I mean? We're console gamers. You know, does it hurt us? I mean, no, but it doesn't benefit us at all. You know what I mean? My second question, so that footage was that the PC version? Like, what version was that?
Yeah, I mean, what would that be another lie if they've been showing us PC version the whole time? Although I will say this, hold on, when they did show stuff at what was that Gamescom,
Yeah,
it did say captured on an Xbox One. I will say that. So hopefully that was. I mean, otherwise we're gonna get. And guess what? According to Remedy, Quantum Break is meant to be played at 1080p 60 or 4K 60 on PC. So. I guess us console peasants are stuck with probably 900p 30 or whatever the hell it is.
Dynamic 1080p dynamic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, upscale.
Yeah. Hey, and since it's a single player game, I'm sure that people will pirate it. So you got that going for you, Microsoft. Good on you.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. Enjoy that where you lose hardcore guys like myself who went to bat for you dumbasses when you were like DRM and we got a console for you, right? We survived that. Me and Next Gen were taking the boots to the head and shit. Hey, we were just getting stomped on, right? That's okay. We went to bat for you, and then you pull the rug out from under us and say, hey, you still got to pay to play online. Hey, we're gonna give away all your exclusives. You know what I mean? Fucking just to me, it's just oh my gosh, you can't even. I sound salty as fuck. I'm sure I sound like a little bitch.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Sack up.
I admit it. I do. Hey, here comes my next video that I did when I sounded depressed. You remember it, Southbound?
Hey, oh my
where I'm saying I
gosh.
can't.
Hey, I was telling everybody, hey, get all the fucking sharp knives away from the cat.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I don't know. If they don't see this by now, this is a bad move, then I don't know what to tell them. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell them anymore. This is like whenever you split, you have your community divided, and other people on the other side, have they been there from day one? You got people that have been there from day one, and I've usually fine, get it, but when you do stuff like this, hey, there is no need to own your console. You even have your execs now talking about their upgraded their Windows 10 machine. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? You talking about you upgraded your Windows 10 machine. Like, come on, man. Like, this is bananas, man. When Sony does their shows, they cater to their console gamers. They do. You know, our show was always split between Windows this and that. Come on, man. It's bananas, man.
Next Gen's voice sounds like it's cracking up.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Yeah, he's sad right now.
to keep from crying, man. Just bananas. You know what I mean? They're doing this Windows event. That's what I'm talking about. Doing Xbox event. You know what I mean? We don't care about that PC stuff. And they don't get that, man. I don't see, like, man, listen. I don't know. I hope it blows up in their face, man. They deserve to get their teeth kicked in the
Hey, you know what? If they don't, yeah, they are. And guess what? They're going to be battling out for last place with the NX. I'm guaranteeing it. Mark it down. Lock that shit in. NX is going to come out at a cheap fucking price. Great online. achievement of support, voice chat, and it's going to surpass the Xbox One in sales. I bet it does 10 million first year. I guarantee it.
You think so?
Oh yeah, Microsoft is fucking themselves out of the console market. Literally, I didn't think that there was a such thing as a cock that big, but they're literally fucking themselves out of the market. You heard it from Crap Gamer. Jump out. If you got an Xbox One, get rid of it, sell it, get a PlayStation 4, get a PC, get a Wii U.
Honestly, I never thought I'd ever.
The sky is falling.
Crap Gamers say
dogs and cats living together.
PlayStation.
Dogs and cats living together in sin. Corporate cocksuckers. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, this isn't good news. I mean, joking aside, this isn't good. Just in my opinion, I just.
Come on, you guys send Worry a link. You said the link didn't work. I'm trying to send the link.
Well, you know what the problem is with Worry? He's using that shitty Apple products.
Oh shit!
And he has trouble getting in here. You have to like send him the link that's like created from the links part of the thing. Yeah, that's the only way that he can join. So.
All right. The link thing at the bottom. Video embedded.
Oh my God! People in the chat think I'm serious about like all that stuff. I do think that if the NX is priced right and it's powerful, that it could actually do very well and possibly surpass the Xbox One in sales, because this will be the last couple months that Microsoft can say the Xbox One's selling better than the 360 at the same point in time.
Yeah, and they just lost a bunch of console sales of people that may have their console.
I mean, even if it is like, let's just say 40 million PS4s to 22 million Xbox Ones, that's almost a 2-to-1 gap, and that's only going to get wider now. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this question, South. How does this benefit Microsoft, the Xbox division, of them selling, selling hardware by them doing this?
Because they're double dipping.
No. I mean, I said the hardware size. I'm not talking about the software side.
Oh, you're talking about sales for like the Xbox One?
How does this benefit them?
See, I don't know. You got me on that one.
You know what I mean? Like I said, Gears 4 also, that's a console seller. Would you agree?
Hey, and would you agree, Southbound, that it's kind of messed up as console owners that if this is true that they delay games due to getting them on PC as well, when we should be the focus to begin with?
So you're saying that we should worry about the PC ports after, like?
Yeah, if you want to look, PC ports after. I'm fine with that for the most part, except for my Gears, fucking Halo, and goddamn Forza. Don't put my stuff on that PC with that group of fucking ingenerate fucking motherfuckers, right? I can't stand them.
You sounding like Boogie right now.
Hey, do me a favor, Southbound. Could you send Tindo? Not Tindo. I'm sorry. Can you send Worry a link?
I sent him Worry the link right now.
Okay. Hey, Rand, you want to add to this?
Man, look, I love Xbox. I love Xbox as much as everybody here. Right?
Rand inboxed me. He knows how I feel.
Yeah, but me and Crap were talking earlier.
All right.
I think it's just it's a situation. Phil laid it out 2 years ago, right? This is the plan they were going, but nobody believed him because nobody believed the previous Xbox administration, right? Like, nobody believed Matrick. Like, Phil was always, this is the way it was going. To be a successful product and actually go into the future, to get another Xbox, like, this has to happen, I think, in my opinion. Like,
those limited PC sales? They don't really buy games.
Dude, Quantum Break is way more expensive than you would think.
Oh, I'm not negating that. I'm not negating it. But what I'm saying is this.
So they don't have the faith in the Xbox buying community that they'll buy the game.
No, but
it's not even that. I don't even it's not that. It's the fact that even if all the people bought it, like, Quantum Break has to sell a ridiculous amount of numbers to break even. Like, we're talking Halo numbers. It's never going to reach those numbers. Like, it's on PC. I mean, go on NeoGAF right now.
Though.
I mean, if you go on NeoGAF, the PC crowd are all eating it up. They're all, I mean, it's all just money into Microsoft's pocket, and that's all they essentially care about.
They're double dipping.
Rand, let me ask you something though. Do you think that it's a little bit shitty that they announced all the games that are going to be Windows 10 and Xbox One this year, and then all of a sudden, a month before launch, they come out and say...
That was very weird. Like, when I woke up today, I expected, all right, new trailer from Quantum Break, some pre-order stuff, and then... crap! It's on PC, which is really, really strange because I mean, there was that leak of the Brazilian thing like a month ago.
Yeah, but they had also leaked that Gears Judgment and Gears 3 would be PC and a lot of other stuff, but it never happened.
I think it's good. All right, if you want to just look at it from the game perspective, right?
Hey, I got a fucking fan, Optimus. I love you, baby. Mwah.
If you look at it from the game perspective, it's probably great for Quantum Break. It's probably actually going to exceed expectations. You're probably going to get a sequel just based off of like the potential added sales of a PC version, right? Like, at what point is the cost? At what point did Microsoft say, you know what, because this whole thing kind of is like I think Microsoft has given up on the Xbox One. I've said it before. I think they gave up on it 2 years ago. This is all just trying to set the groundwork for the next Xbox. I think
if there is one, how can there be one?
There'll be one. There'll be one.
No,
If they're putting everything on PC, then why would there be one?
Because it's in Windows 10. It's not on Steam.
But they're going to get it's not on Steam yet.
Well, see, that's the thing though. I don't think it
won't ever be on Steam. I mean, that's
what I was telling you guys.
Hey, Ori and the Blind Forest is on Steam.
Right, that is. But it launched before Windows 10 came out, though. I have a feeling if it launched later after Windows 10, it would be Windows 10 exclusive.
Well, I'm just saying, you gotta have key points to that, though. If you look here, I'm selling the Xbox Infinity. It's powerful. It's $599, but this is the thing that's gonna last you 10 years. It's fucking great. But here's the downside. Every game is going to be on PC. But now here's Sony. We've got this PS5. We've got this. Guess what? We've got the games that you want, and they're never going to PC, bitches. Guess which one people are going to buy? This is a marketing PR disaster for Microsoft.
Nobody was. I mean, Xbox versus PlayStation is kind of a lost battle. I mean, PlayStation was always going to sell more. It is a more worldwide brand. I think Microsoft is more looking at like we need to be profitable to run the company. I mean, because you heard all those rumors before the Xbox One came out, like they were thinking about selling to Amazon and all that stuff.
That wasn't true. I mean, the Xbox division, the entertainment division.
There were rumblings. There were rumblings, and
listen. I'm gonna say this because I mean I know a couple people in the loop. That I spoke. The Xbox division is very profitable. I'm not talking besides the Red Ring of Death, but it was the entertainment division. It's worth more than Sony, still most likely. It was. But I say that to say this again. You know, will they give you a couple extra sales on for the software? Yes. You know what I mean. But at what it costs, you're still in the business to sell hardware. You know what I mean, You're still in the business to sell hardware. And anything when you listen, the Xbox community has been on a roller coaster ride with Microsoft this generation. Okay, it's not been smooth sailings. Okay, and when you do stuff like this, you're bad enough. The console gamer who's been there from day one, we already feel slighted. And the PC, like I said again, not to beat a dead horse. Today was supposed to be a good day for the Xbox One owners, right? You know
right, what I mean? and we all felt like I didn't personally feel it because I don't care if it comes to PC, but I understand why people like crap were.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but how does this benefit us? You know what I mean? Bad enough we have to pay for Xbox Live, and you know what I used to say? You know what? I pay for Xbox Live. I don't got to wait 10 months for a game to go to PC. I bought your console for your exclusives.
Well, okay, you asked how does it benefit us? Well, yeah. I mean, what if we get Quantum Break 2 now? What if because of the PC
those 50,000 sales on PC is going to do it?
I mean, look at Tomb Raider. It sold like 500,000 in 2 weeks.
Yes, but look, it sold. Yeah, they were selling them for then they give it away for free as also. It was like you could get it at the CD keys for $9. People are talking about it all over the forums. People bought it at a fucking discounted price, and Microsoft gave it away as a promotion originally for Windows 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like they're basically giving this away. And Rand, I don't know if you were listening to the whole thing, but I think that this whole get a free PC Windows version is just them gauging how many people on Xbox will actually get it on Xbox and then play it on PC.
It is.
Because they want to get out of the fucking hardware business. They don't want to be in it.
I don't know if it's no. I think they still want to be in it because it's still a gateway to what they make the most. Like, because Microsoft doesn't make any money on the hardware. Them and Sony, they never do.
Yeah.
And eventually down the road they will, but it's so minuscule. What they make their most money on is
software.
Is Xbox Live. It's the software.
Okay, but now listen. Adding to what you just said, right? This generation, both Microsoft and Sony gimped out on their hardware. Okay, and these consoles were sold at a profit from day one. Okay. Like they're already come on, we talking about 1080p. 1080p is a very old format. You know what I mean? We talk about 1080p last generation. They really gimped out on their hardware. You know what I mean? So they're not selling these consoles at a loss. Normally, what they would do, they would sell the hardware at a loss and make it back with the royalty, with licensing fees to third party. With licensing their software out. I get that, but again, you know what I mean? Like you talking about, Jesus, you're really, like I said, you're splitting your community in half. some people don't care. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people that say, you know what? This is a good thing. There's people that are saying that a lot.
Fucking
Never
corporate,
had
corporate
never,
motherfuckers. And
yeah.
I'm the corporate slave of the year, folks.
Yeah,
but
you know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
the one that's agreeing with this shit, right?
It benefits them.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
they just said Rand and I are paid by Yoshida.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's bananas. Like I said, when you do stuff like this, like look, come on. Would you agree that Gears of War 4 is a console seller?
You know, it's funny you say that because I actually had a conversation with Crap about this in DM earlier. I think we need to wait and see if Gears 4 is day and date with the PC version, right?
What's the difference then? What's the difference between Quantum Break and Gears?
Because Quantum Break is a new IP, it needs it. Gears doesn't. Gears, Halo, those games, the big games, like they're big franchise, they don't need the PC version to break even.
But
like,
did you hear that? I heard from 3 different people. Two of them were anonymous. Inside one of them I know said Halo 5 releasing on Windows 10 this September.
Well, you see, but you guys also said like you wouldn't care if like Quantum Break came to the
I still
PC
don't want the newest
right?
one. Like to me, like release Halo 1 Anniversary or like that. Remember what were they testing? The Halo Online, where it was just I don't care if something like that were to release on PC. I don't want the newest iteration because guess what? Halo games have legs. If you look at Halo 3, it sold really well at first, but it sold amazingly well just over the lifetime of that console. You know what I mean? You're giving people less and less. Wouldn't you agree that that's still less and less reason for people to buy the Xbox hardware?
It is. Like, okay, if someone's looking to buy an Xbox One for games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's less incentive to buy it on to get an Xbox over PC. The only benefit is it's fucking expensive to build a PC.
But really, you can get those Alienware things for $400.
You can, but we're talking about like a fucking mom buying it for their kid or a fucking dad buying it for their son. They're gonna go for the cheapest.
But listen, I think that is a big.
But they're gonna go play.
A big misconception. PC gaming is not that expensive, and plus you get software for much cheaper.
Hey, Z, can you send Worry a fucking...
I'm trying to. I don't know what the hell.
He said that you're bringing him to a fucking empty room.
Yeah, maybe because he's a cocksucker.
No, dude, he always has this problem. You have to, you know that thing next gen where it says, I can't because you're the fucking host of the room.
Okay, what says links?
Where it says links, you have to send him that link. Or what you do is you go to the invites and get that link to the invite where you invite somebody.
Okay, wait, invite. Let me see. I haven't done this shit in so long. Okay, plus... Yeah. Okay, invite. Okay, I got
now
you.
Get that link and send it to him. He should be able to join that. Man, I wanted to cover some of this shit on my channel as well today, so you motherfuckers should come back.
I'm down.
But I mean, look at this. Exclusives, because I think you mentioned it earlier, Zaire. Exclusives don't matter.
As long as you don't have that fucking too much douchebag.
Because, I mean, look at Nintendo and the Wii U. It's like the worst-selling system of all time, and it only has exclusives on there. Nobody's buying it for the exclusives.
You know why, though? I could tell you why, though. Because if that thing had been, say, just a little bit more powerful and had a traditional controller, it would probably do better.
Well, that's why I'm with you. Yeah. With the NX is going to be a beast. It's gonna. They need. Yes. All right. If the NX fails, Nintendo's done as a company. Like they will be third-party because. They can't do this anymore. Like if you look at the trend of the Nintendo products, like it's downward slope until the Wii, which was a fad. Yeah. And then it's right back down. So if the NX just keeps on going down, they're done. But my point is, like, exclusives don't matter. Nintendo has the best exclusives. I mean, you could go on Metacritic and look. Their games are great, but nobody.
But they don't appeal to the real hardcore.
Okay, but that's the thing. So if Nintendo gets the third parties
Microsoft hosting Windows 10. And Xbox One, they're going to start making print on this because this VG just posted this. Microsoft hosting a Windows 10 and Xbox One event later this month. Like, soon the Xbox One thing is just going to trail off.
They've always said it, though.
Come on, though, man. Come on.
No, from the gate, they said it was a Windows 10.
Hey, but what about when E3? Are they going to be like, check out Microsoft's Windows 10 and Xbox E3?
That's what I'm talking about. That's bananas, man.
This just in, the Xbox has struck an iceberg. We don't know how much...
Iceberg! Straight ahead! Iceberg!
It is unsinkable, though, so don't worry.
Unsinkable. Come on, boo! Don't give me that line.
Hey, how do you feel? Hey, how do you feel, Ward? You just something. How do you feel?
Crap is not fucking playing to the wheel fall off. He's jumping ship. He's like, fuck, where's that iceberg?
Hey, Yoshida, let me hop on your back.
Hey, so how do you feel about this, Ward?
If you want to play some the Order 1886 tonight, I'm game.
Right.
If it was multiplayer, I'd be down, man.
Cars.
Right.
Yeah, but everybody always talks about Sony not having exclusives. Now everyone's like, well, I'm going to get a PlayStation now.
Well, no. I think that would be kind of stupid. Like, look, Obviously, there's going to be some, but look, you don't have to worry if you're a PlayStation owner about Uncharted, God of War, Gran Turismo. They're big franchises going to PC.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, those games are never going to PC, and not only that, they don't. Even if Sony did have, because they do have other platforms like PS3 and Vita, it's not as big a deal because they make those hardware. So it's hard to say, it's hard saying, well, those aren't exclusives anymore, blah blah blah, because they still are. I mean, Sony makes those hardware. Microsoft doesn't make PCs, just software to it.
Right, but I think Sony this gen, regardless of how much Microsoft fucked up and gave it to Sony, I think Sony's sales this gen have proved that exclusives don't matter and it's all about multiplayer.
Well, this is the first gen that I would say that that's true, but if you look at what caught the PS3 up last gen, it was those exclusives.
Yeah.
It was also the lack of direction for Microsoft when they turned into a casual company.
Like with the Kinect stuff. Yeah, and all that.
But I'm just saying,
So what do you think they're doing now? The direction. Let me ask you a question. So, as a console gamer, do you think? I mean, this Windows 10 stuff, console gamers don't care about that. They don't. They don't care about PC. They don't care about any of this stuff.
Right, and it won't affect most people. Like a guy walking into GameStop today buy an Xbox One is not going to know shit about the Windows 10 version, right? Like it's basically negligible. This is just to get the PC people on Microsoft's side so they can get more revenue for their new IPs.
The PC people that bash Xbox, the PC people that hate Xbox, that hate Microsoft, that make fun of us, that hate us.
It's not going to affect us though, guys.
How is it not going to affect us when they're getting all the games?
Look, I just want to Zaire's point, I just want games to play on my fucking Xbox.
Hey, Rand has admitted that he believes, as an Xbox guy, that Microsoft has given up on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I said that years ago. I thought they gave up.
There's no doubt that they want this fucking generation to end.
Yeah, like, new Xbox One 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on, check it out. So, what you're saying, there's something I've always said: new Xbox by 2019, 2018. We have new.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Yeah.
What incentive do I have to buy that next Xbox?
None. Yes. It's up to you. If you can afford to run a fucking PC, a gaming PC, and get all the games, then you have no incentive.
So why even bother? Why even bother?
Because because Microsoft's at the end of the day, let's face it, right? Microsoft's a fucking business, right? They make money on all this stuff. If you play it on your Xbox 2 or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, or you play it on PC, they still got your money.
Or not play it at all because.
Or not play it at all. Yeah. But I'm just saying it's not necessarily an either or anymore. It's an and. Like.
I mean, don't you think they
it's gonna be awfully weird when Crap and Z is gonna have a fucking podcast and it's gonna be like PlayStation centric.
Listen, the next Xbox is going to be called Windows Xbox 10.
Oh my God! No, hey, do you guys not see that?
Can I just make a point, for God's sake?
Yeah, go ahead, Worry.
Broke my ass to get in here. You won't let me talk.
Go ahead, Worry.
Okay, the OG Xbox was what?
It was a PC in a box, basically.
But it was a console, right?
Yes.
It was hardcore console gamers, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
And then Xbox Live launched, and it was geared towards hardcore console gamers, correct?
Yes.
And then the 360 came out, and it was a hardcore gamers machine. Tons of software for hardcore gamers, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so now the audience...
What the fuck is this, show and tell?
Let me finish!
Let me finish, motherfucker!
Is that the roid rage right there?
See now I see. So now the audience that was cultivated through 2 generations is being asked to get out of one line that they've been in for the past 2 generations.
Good point.
And get in another line. That's the problem.
So they sold you a car, Worry, and now they're saying that it's a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, I love the way you said that. You're like, somebody sent me this message.
Well, I didn't want to throw you under the bus.
That's all right.
In case you didn't.
I already know you. I'm under the bus.
Hey, Worry, check it out. So let me ask you a question, Worry. What you're saying, everything you're saying is valid, and I am that guy that's been here since 01. You know what I mean? So how do you feel?
Well, I'm not really emotional with this stuff, so.
Well, I'm not saying I'm being emotional, but
you know, I'm not 100% anything because things are going to change. Xbox is changing. It's changing. The audience. Listen. The fact that Microsoft didn't tell anybody about Quantum Break and they said it was Xbox One exclusive, and then all of a sudden today it's Windows PC too. It tells you logically, if you follow that thought pattern, it tells you that they knew the reaction was going to be bad. that they know there's an issue, and they just kept it hush-hush until today, and then bam, here it is, Windows 10. And like,
fuck you, buy it, take it or leave it.
But listen, if you notice, even on Twitter, they've been talking about, hey, PC is cool. Like, look at this. I'm playing a game here. I'm playing a game there. This is where it's going. And I understand both sides. I understand. The only reason I understand the people that are going crazy like crap is because you had the OG Xbox and you built an audience. Then you had the 360 and you built an audience. And now all of a sudden, well, it's really not that, it's this. And people are confused by it. Now, it's great for Microsoft. It's great for them. And again, it may be great overall. The only way you're going to find out is if hardware numbers increase. If they decrease, then obviously the market doesn't want what they're selling. Right?
Yeah. So how can
and who's laughing at this all the while? What company's laughing at this, Worry?
But how does the hardware?
My PlayStation is gonna be loving it tonight.
Hey, Worry. But how does the hardware increase if you just sucking away a less?
Let me ask you a question. You ready?
To buy it.
Hey, they're gonna have a fucking drinking game.
Let me ask you all a question.
Reaction tonight.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a console gamer and you buy Quantum Break and they give you a free copy of the Windows 10 version, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to make you all of a sudden want to try out the Microsoft ecosystem?
No, I ain't trying that shit out.
Okay, hold on. Now, if you're a PC gamer and you buy Quantum Break, are you all of a sudden going to say, well, you know what? There's this cross-buy thing going on Xbox. Maybe I'll buy an Xbox.
No.
So Microsoft's best case scenario is that somehow this does happen and people engage their ecosystem. Now,
but do they understand, like, Worry, would you admit or agree that most hardcore gamers don't really care about playing Xbox games on a Surface or any of that shit?
Well, I'll give you an analogy. I just bought a 65-inch Sony Grand Vega 4K TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I'm playing Quantum Break, am I going to say, I really want to shut off this 65-inch TV and go play on a 12.9-inch Surface screen?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but options are never a bad thing.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that. Options, but guess what? What about, I mean, it still doesn't, like, take away from the fact that Xbox One owners are kind of getting shafted right now, especially ones that...
No, he's right. Listen, options aren't a bad thing, but Microsoft is betting that those options are going to make two different audiences engage in one...
No, they're not. That's never going to happen.
They're hoping so.
It's not going to happen. You know
Phil
why
even said it. He's like, walls. He's like, walls, motherfucker, crap gamer.
Worry, you know what? It's not gonna happen. You know what? Don't know what? It's not going to happen, Worry. Honestly, because I mean, forget the fanboy shit. PC gamers don't like console gamers.
Well, I dislike. It's not really about like.
I'm just saying they don't. They call us console peasants
right.
and yada yada yada. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to be honest.
PC Master
Race. PC your whole life. If you've been playing games on PC your whole life, why the hell would you go to a console? It makes no sense. Because you always have the best version of a game.
Exactly.
Now you have the free online, the free services, and the best.
Exactly. And listen again. So any incentive those PC gamers had to buy the Xbox One just for their exclusive is gone. I've been saying this from years. For a while.
Who's joining me in the PS4 party chat tonight?
Yeah, but listen, like I said, if you look at people's
I had to dig out
this
that
generation,
cheap-ass headset they gave me with that thing. I don't even think I've
that
ever
shit hurts
used
my
it.
ear.
and like I said before, look at people's combination this generation. It's PC and the PlayStation 4. You know why? Those PC guys went out and bought a PlayStation 4 because they can't get gear. I mean, they can't get God of War, Gran Turismo. They can't get all that shit on the PC. That's the only reason why they own that console.
Hey, and look, Rand is right. If you're an Xbox owner, Microsoft has given up on the Xbox One hardware.
Hey,
they're not making Titanfall 2 exclusive. They're not spending a lot of money on advertising. They're putting all their games on PC. If you thought Microsoft gave a shit about the Xbox One, I'm sorry to break it to you. They don't give a shit about that. They want that money, and maybe they're going to put out another console. Maybe not.
But they're a business. Are you surprised? They're in the fucking business.
Well, I mean, you would figure that they would fucking do that. You know what I mean?
They just are laying the groundwork for the next. Like, I think Phil has done a good job in revitalizing the brand from where it was in 2013.
Goddamn lines. Do you remember what it was like with Matrick running the show?
But that's the thing. Z always like, oh man, we need Donnie back.
You know what? I do. Listen.
Z always gives that motherfucker credit.
You know why? He
was never fucking there.
Listen. You know why? Listen. Hear me out. You know why I gave Don props? I'm gonna be honest with you. because you didn't have him kissing Sony's ass all up and down the timeline on Twitter.
Because they were winning. They didn't have to.
No,
well, they were winning because they were putting out a good product and they were putting exclusives out on it. Had like Gears of War been shown off to have been on PC at first as well, maybe people go PC that gen. I don't know. Maybe I go PC instead of Xbox. The reason I bought a 360 because I was undecided on which to buy. I could only get one at the launch or whatever. The reason why.
Yes.
Do you have a small cup, like a little cup near you?
I don't like
no.
where this is going.
Because I wanted you to hold the cup and move it back and forth and sing "Nobody Knows." Microsoft.
Yeah, nobody knows their sorrow.
I also think this is a response to the fact that Microsoft's plans blew up in their face. Because if you actually talk to people who, like some of the publishers, they all thought Microsoft was going to dominate Sony this generation.
Yeah, that's true. I read that.
Like all the publishers were convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that Microsoft was going to destroy Sony, right? So now that they're not, and it's clear that they won't, Microsoft has to fucking shift focus. They're a business, and their number one competitor is not Sony; it's Apple and Google. Like Sony's nothing. Like they're a drop.
Well, I'm not talking about the grand scheme of things, but you know what?
Okay, in this console space, yes, Sony's their competitor.
About consoles.
But you got to look at it as Microsoft as a corporation. They're not concerned about Sony.
No,
like,
you're absolutely right from that what you're saying. But we're here on the console side, okay? You're right. Sony cannot hold a dime to Microsoft when it comes to business. I get that. I'm not even. There's no even.
But you're a console gamer.
We're talking about consoles right now. We're not talking about their portfolio and what's up and what's down. We're talking about, and Sony gets it. They go out there and they pander to their console gamers. Yeah. That's who goes out and buys your hardware, who stands in line.
And Microsoft, and even if Microsoft does an Xbox 2 with this model that they're doing, they are going to get fucking blasted.
Look, you know what
they will get.
I'm sorry to cut you off again, but you keep rambling. So shut the hell up. Listen, you know what this boils down to? Honestly, perception is reality, and Microsoft had a perception problem from day one. And this perception of games that aren't exclusive are exclusive. Look, Street Fighter V is coming out on PC. I think the same day it comes out on PlayStation.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, right? It's got crossplay and shit. Yeah.
Okay, right, but nobody's looking at that as anything other than an exclusive for PlayStation.
Yeah, because that's not a first-party game, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's because PlayStation's cultivated this idea, and it's the right way to do it, in my opinion, that their console is the heart of everything, and everything's
the priority.
The console, right? Microsoft's priority has always been software, has always been business, has always been tech, and the Xbox is this one little piece of a large pie. And the perception now from people who thought it was this great individual thing in a console space, it isn't that anymore. So your choice is, if you are into console gaming and that's it, and you're into just that, you have a clear choice. And if you're into kind of
PlayStation 4 and everything else, scoring.
And everything else, and ecosystems, and you really love that Windows is on the rise, and you're into Windows and you're into the phones and all that stuff, tablets, then you buy an Xbox. I mean, that's just.
Hey, worry. Hold on. So for those scoring at home, if you care about a console that caters to you as a console owner and isn't going to sell you out for a fucking ecosystem, get a PlayStation 4. If you want to the ecosystem is the fucking word of the day. If you care about playing your goddamn hardcore games on your phone.
Which console right now? Let's be honest. When you think console-only gaming, what do you think of?
PlayStation.
Okay, I mean that's not my fault. You think that, right?
Well, I think that because Microsoft has been shady as fuck lately, and they pulled the switcheroo on the Quantum Break box. Up until today, that fucking box said only on Xbox One.
But it's still on Windows, but it's still on Windows.
How is that a fucking thing? Hey, now it says only on Xbox One and Windows 10. I mean, that's the fucking stupidest, shadiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. They pulled a switcheroo.
Yeah. Well, maybe there was a breakthrough in the crossplay stuff. Maybe they weren't sure they were actually going to be able to get the whole back end working.
Yeah, that's possible too.
But how is there crossplay on a single player game?
Yeah.
I mean cross-buy, because I remember we interviewed Mike Micah, and he when he said back in December, like he was like, no, the API for the cross-buy stuff isn't working yet in Windows 10.
But I think again, so that kind of went off. Well, when that's always been Microsoft vision as far as the Xbox One. It's a Windows 10 device. Same DX12 code for Windows. I've been talking about for Windows 10.
It wasn't that with the OG Xbox or the 360 though.
Yeah, but well, the OG X, but the 360 didn't use Windows at all, and it, it was,
But the messaging wasn't Windows.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It hasn't. But you know what? Again, maybe we may be overreacting, a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. And listen, I'm not, now that I've talked about it, I talked amongst my peers, I'm not as mad as I once was. But
wait till they lay out the groundwork, though.
What they have to do, honestly, if you're going to be in this console, Mark, I understand that the Xbox brand is not your bread and butter. You're a software giant, whatever. I get it. But you still have to leave some things unique to your console if you want it to sell and to flourish.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Zaire, and that's why I still think Gears 4 is not coming day and date. Like, I still think they're gonna hold some stuff.
That's what that would be the only game this year. That would be the only one.
That's all they need, though. Like Gears 4. Okay,
let me ask you a question though. But if you're upset about the day and date thing, but you're okay with the kind of 6-month window, then what's the difference? Why are you upset?
Exactly.
Why are you upset?
Exactly.
I always said Gears, Halo, Forza, they gotta fucking stay Xbox only. I don't care. I'm not talking a year or anything. I'm talking ever.
Okay.
I've always said that. I said stuff like Quantum Break and stuff like that. I understand it. It's a business. You want to make your money back. I get that point. A year later, fine. But to spring this a month ahead of time on people and lied about it, and then all of a sudden change the box art like we can't fucking go to Google or whatever and see that it said only on Xbox One, just like that fucking Gears Ultimate box did after E3, right? And then they fucking changed that too. It's lies and bullshit is what it is. And I call it out just as much for Sony as Microsoft as any of these. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to play my Xbox anymore, but it makes me worried about the future of the fucking console itself. And if nobody can see that, or you guys want to be pissed off and say, "Oh man, you guys lost it," or "You're not supporting Xbox," then whatever. Because to me, if you don't say something now, then don't fucking bother speaking up years from now when there's no fucking Xbox, or it's the next Xbox is some kind of PC shit. And you say, "Hey, let that crap gamer, man. He was fucking right. We should have said something."
Like, he killed himself a long time ago in 2016 when they announced PC gaming.
Hey, that was that guy on Kotaku.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I'm on the front page of Reddit Xbox now too. So yeah.
Yeah, but crap. I mean, and realistically though, there is only probably one more Xbox. Period. That's probably it.
You think console gamers or Microsoft is not going to be part of it?
Hey, crap.
Yeah.
I have a ringtone for you if you want to use it. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
Oh, here we go. Warrior with the jokes.
With the iTunes.
Oh, shit. Sony.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Wait, so what's I didn't even see this shit. What they gave was Alan Wake. They gave us Alan Wake backwards compatible?
Alan Wake and Alan Wake American Nightmare.
All the DLC.
It's available already or what?
I'm playing Nightmare now.
Nightmare is available now. Alan Wake is not.
Is it an upscaled version or it's the same?
No, it's just a
backwards compatible version.
It does look good though. It does look good.
Yeah, well, that game always looked good. Here's the thing, right? Like I said, Microsoft is just like they're giving you stuff. Here's Alan Wake and Alan Wake American Nightmare and a free Windows 10 version. We're good.
The attack is going to be bad. They know it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Well, if they knew it was going to be bad,
why do it? Why do it?
If they knew it was going to be bad, why do it?
Yeah.
Because I think they had to financially, honestly.
Yeah,
I think they had to. Otherwise, they would have lost money on Quantum Break.
Listen, what I don't understand, if they're saying that the Xbox One sales are thriving and yada yada yada, let's be honest. Stop trying to spin shit. If shit bleak, it ain't. You know what I mean? You ain't making. Let's be honest.
It's not something better than 360 anymore, day and date.
How much do you think Quantum Break cost to make?
7,500 million.
7,500 million. Good.
No, 75 to 100 million.
I say about 60 million to make it.
Crap's like right around the mark. And I'm saying, I mean, that's why I think outside of the test that they're
listen, that doesn't make sense, Rand. If it only costs, let's say 60 million to make, 70 million to make, if you sell 1 million copies alone, that's $65 million right there.
Yeah, but they don't get the full $60 though.
I'm just saying. I mean, that game has the potential to sell at least 3 million copies.
Well, I mean, Alan Wake sold well, but I mean, they're on record saying that like it didn't sell well enough for them to make their money back.
The sequel, right?
But they also need the Windows Gaming Store to grow and take on Steam, Apple, and Google.
Good point.
Yep, that is true.
Hey, I'm taking a beating from you guys. So any of you guys that actually do support what I'm saying, feel free to message me on Twitter because man, I'm getting the boots today, man.
He knows his.
I'm getting the fucking boots. No, seriously, man, I am, man. I'm taking the boots.
He needs Mooch's Maniacs.
Yeah, come on, Mooch's mate. No, Mooch is staying far away from me right now. That mother.
Hey, Mooch actually, you know what? He made some good fucking comments on Twitter, man. I'll read you what he said.
Hey, Mooch doesn't understand the long-term impact of this, though, as far as the console is concerned.
Is that year? So
he's actually listening. He's in the chat right now.
Are you gonna get
back?
Which version of Quantum Break are you gonna play? Is my question to you. Are you gonna play the Xbox One version or are you gonna play the PC version?
I don't know. I'm gonna play. So I'm gonna get it. I'm still gonna get it for the Xbox One.
I'm gonna wait for the PS.
I'm not gonna fucking cut off my dick and piss on my balls. I'm gonna still buy it for the Xbox One.
Well, I mean, you buy it for the Xbox One, you get the PC version anyways.
Yeah, I mean, what I will do though, honestly, I am gonna probably boot it up and see how it looks on my Xbox One. But here's my question though. I'm thinking, we've been talking about this quite a bit. Like, what's the second coming? The best looking console game ever. Was that the PC version we were rooting for? That's what I'm saying.
They always use the best.
Was running on the Xbox One.
I mean, come on now. I mean, they always use the PC versions for press stuff.
Console exclusive. There should be no PC version. I mean, games aren't made on PC. I'm not saying that. I'm not. Multiplex is something different. I'm not talking about something that's a console exclusive. There is no PC version.
But it's running on the engine, right? But it's on a PC.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. Is the game going to be great? Yes. I love Remedy. I love everything that they do. But like I said, this here, you know what? It wouldn't be so bad if Microsoft would just be upfront.
So you think it'd been fine if a year ago they were like, by the way, like it's coming to PC? You don't think it would?
Well, why did Phil say this is what I care about, right? Why would they say? And Phil has even said this last year. He says we'll put some stuff on PC where it makes sense. How the fuck does a single player game make sense on PC?
Financially.
But that doesn't make sense to the Xbox consumer. How will Halo 5 or Gears 4 being on PC? How does that make sense to the Xbox gamer?
Well, I mean, like I said, we'll have to wait and see on Gears 4.
Well, who cares? That's their only goddamn exclusive this year, then.
Well, I mean, that's what people have been saying for a long time. People have been saying for a long time that fucking Microsoft's exclusives are, just Halo, Forza, Gears, fucking Fable, and they're getting sick of that stuff, right?
I was fine with that stuff being just on Xbox.
They need more games. They need to open up their portfolio.
Right.
I've said that they need other stuff besides Gears, Halo, Forza.
So they come out with Scalebound, they come out with Recore, they come out with Quantum Break, they come out with Sea of Thieves. I mean, that's a lot of new IPs that they're giving you. That let's just look at the competition. Sony's not.
Good point.
Sony's invested so much money into VR, they can't fucking invest in new IP.
I get that. But are all those really exclusive though? They're on PC. That's the question.
Yeah, but all
Microsoft had to do a year ago is say this: Windows 10, API, OS, Xbox. That's our vision for the future. Everything is integrated. Everything we do on one is going to be on the other. That's what we're doing moving forward. And then you either stay with them or you jump ship. What they did do is give you information piecemeal because they knew that this is a hard road to walk, and that's why you're having this pushback.
I also think this is also a message to the developmental community because essentially is going, hey guys, if you develop for Xbox, you can also put it on PC at the same thing. Like, remember, you had my DM about like the supposed schedule for the February 25th event, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can guarantee you those meetings are all about that stuff because developers are going to choose. Like, look, I know, besides me and Crap are into achievements and stuff, right? Like, so they're hiding achievement lists now.
That's a huge achievement whore.
Right, but they're hiding achievement lists until the launch of the game now, right?
Hey, I'm on Polygon now too. Sweet. How did this get spun to me being an entitled asshole?
Because Phil directly responded to you. So Microsoft is all about, after the debacle of what happened, Microsoft had to bend over backwards for developers to get them on their side, right? So they offer all these different things, like one of them being like hiding the achievement list until the game comes out, right?
Right.
Now the other thing that they can offer developers is the fact that we can put your game in Windows 10. Windows 10 has 300 million users, more than Steam. It's like and developers will take notice of that. It's like, well,
Yeah, but everybody, businesses are running it. I mean, how many are actually running the? Because look, when Microsoft announced their big, they never announce numbers anymore because they're getting the shit kicked out of them. But when they announced, okay, well, we had growth with Xbox Live. Guess what that growth was? That was just people installing the fucking Windows 10 app that have Xbox Live accounts. Those weren't new. Those people aren't paying. That 9% increase is that motherfucking percent that upgraded to Windows 10 that, like me, that now has a fucking Xbox Live account
Slow
on there.
down, brother. Take a breath. You're gonna have a fucking coronary, dude.
Right, but I'm saying it's all information Microsoft can take to developers.
It's all spin, people.
It is, of course, it's all spin. That's why do you think Microsoft changed their press releases and their quarterly statements to not include console sales anymore?
Right.
It's only because they're
your
losing.
advice for it and just chilled the fuck out when you told me to.
Do you guys remember last time when Microsoft was winning and every single month, like they would be on Twitter bragging about their sales?
Oh God, I love that.
Right, Sony, because they were losing so bad, went to their whole press release of PlayStation Family in quotes because they were losing. Now it's reversed. Now Microsoft is losing.
Ecosystem, right?
Yeah, and now it's losing, and Microsoft doesn't want to deal with the numbers anymore because they're bad. Let's face it. And I love.
Are they really bad though? I mean,
they're all going to get worse.
Not bad, but they're not winning.
Look, for Microsoft, all that matters is they make money on the stuff. They're never going to beat Sony. They never were going to beat Sony. It's like essentially impossible.
They had a chance to. If they came out with a $400 console, honestly, if we would have been dealing with this whole resolution gate and not been $100 more than their biggest competitor.
Well, that's all.
That's the truth, though. Even with the resolution thing, if the Xbox one came out and been $400 just right along with Sony at $400.
Well, I know I'm going to get hate for this, Zaire, but that's thanks to the Kinect. The Kinect is the worst thing to ever happen to Microsoft.
Oh yeah, it is. I love the Kinect. I love the upload studios and all that stuff. But you pushed a product on us with no software that screamed the Kinect. That motion control gaming thing. Yeah, we've done that already.
Just think about it. If there was no Kinect, the Xbox One would have been the same spec as the PlayStation 4. Resolution wouldn't have mattered. It would have been $400, the same price. Microsoft would be selling a lot more. Part of it last gen, the reason Sony got back was because they invested in first party like Uncharted and like Last of Us. While like Microsoft was like, fuck it, we'll make fucking dance-off Star Wars games for the Kinect, and they stopped supporting the hard. I had that conversation with Phil. Like South was there. Like I didn't rip into him, but I listen. Like I'm not saying I'm the biggest Xbox fan, but
don't let him lie to you. He had fucking Phil's dick balls deep now.
Oh, I told him. Do
not let him fucking
listen. The first time I played, I was like, Phil, like I'm someone who, I almost got a million gamer score. I fucking played like 1,200 games on both systems. Mm-hmm. Like I've spent so much time and money invested into all this stuff. Like I was about to jump. I was about to go to PlayStation.
Why? At launch? Because of what?
Because of the fucking, I felt like fucking Microsoft didn't have us in mind anymore. That it was like that, like they didn't care about fucking the hardcore gamer anymore. I felt like my needs were better served elsewhere.
So you're talking about what, the 360, or are you talking about this generation here?
I'm talking about the end of the 360 generation.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad for the Xbox.
The beginning of the Xbox One. I felt like you guys essentially just like, we love you, this is how we got here, and then you finally get popular. Like, fuck, I don't know that guy. Who the hell is this guy? Like, get the fuck away from me.
It's funny that you said that because I think it was last week's podcast. I was like, when the 360 launched, I give Microsoft, they were hungry. They were beating down developer doors, because a lot of the games that are multi-plats now, they were exclusive for the PlayStation 2. It's not that PlayStation had the best exclusive. They had the best multi-plats. And if they did come to the Xbox, they came out a year later, whatever the case may be. But with the 360 thing, that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? And Microsoft went to developers and the game. They showed them how to make games for the 3. It was easier to develop for. And you're right. And like the first half of the 360 life cycle, they were giving us exclusives. And then I didn't mind them being focused on multi-plats. It's just that we got a Halo every other year, then Gears, and then like that Gears of War Judgment. That shit that came out. That was horrible.
It was a garbage game.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're absolutely right. It did get bad, you know what I mean? But they had to market before it was the multiplayer because of the mind share. And and honestly, it hurt them because they were cocky, they were, arrogant, I didn't have a problem with the DRM. It wasn't the DRM. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. If they would have explained it better, you know what I mean?
I think everybody would agree with you on that one.
And listen to their, even with their unveiling, like to me, Microsoft lost focus. It was the hardcore gamer that took off work to see your guys unveiling. It's not so much with the TV stuff. That wasn't any issue because everyone used more than just play games on their console. We do everything with them. You know, it's the central part of our entertainment system. We get that, but it was the hardcore gamer that tuned in to see you guys unveil, and it was nothing about TV. We wanted to see your games. You know what I mean?
Damn, Z, you need a throat lavender, brother.
Market.
And he was working last night on the corner. His throat's fucked up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But when Sony did the unveiling, it was just nothing but games. So that like, oh my God, look at these next generation games. We were all excited. We, you know, and Microsoft, they just didn't get it. Like I said, I don't know who's calling the shots down. Like they're just so out of
Microsoft was more concerned with Apple and Google in the living room and what they were doing in terms of entertainment, Apple TV, Google TV. They were more concerned with that when they were designing the Xbox One and thinking about how to talk about it, that they forgot who the audience was. That's why they had that horrible, horrible presentation. That's why they were off from the start. And now they're shifting again towards the ecosystem thing, which is great for them. Listen, I have friends who love Windows, right? All they do all day long is on Windows. Windows computers, Windows tablets, Surface Book, Surface Pro 4, Windows phones. They think this is the best thing ever, okay? So there is a market out there for that. But I do understand what Crap is saying. I do understand a lot of people who were there from the OG Xbox who are saying, I don't care about Windows. I don't use it. I don't care about PC. I don't care that I have an option. Options are great, but not when nobody in the audience or 92% of the audience could care about that option. How does that help the console in a small console market? You have a console sitting on a shelf next to another console, okay? I made a comment a while ago and people went nuts. Nobody walks into a GameStop and says, I'm here to buy a console, but give me the one I could do a spreadsheet on.
That's true.
Nobody does that. And it's yes, it's messaging, and yes, it's perception, and yes, options are great, but you have to know first and foremost who is the majority purchaser of a product when you're selling it. Yeah. And it's not PC gamers.
Guess who today's biggest news was for PC. I mean, that was it. The PC gamers won today, not Xbox owners. We got shit on again.
Does anybody here play on PC? Does anybody play on PC? No.
So you know what? They should have said, you know what? We have a big announcement for PC gamers come. What's today's day? Thursday, such. Because you're right. It wasn't for the Xbox one.
Yeah, that was. See, if they had Xbox first, then we would have been the ones to get it, to get some news today. That free shit was basically garbage because most people, if they're interested in those games, already had them, and most of the first party stuff was going backwards compatible anyway. It's just them trying to bribe you guys into not being pissed off or seeing where this goes.
Let me ask you a question.
You know what's funny though, Crap,
let me ask you a question.
Now you're saying you guys, and you know what I mean, like you're like pushing yourself.
Oh well, apparently I'm out of the Xbox clique now, isn't that right? That's what everybody's saying. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
Let me ask you a question, Crap, and not really geared towards you, just in general. And your point, you're obviously you're the Xbox fanatical crazy dude, right? You know that. Okay, you love Xbox, whatever.
Yeah, go on Kotaku and...
Right.
And...
Do you think that, for yourself and other people, don't you think that a lot of this is just because there's this console war perception now that another bullet is out of the console war gun for Microsoft? Or do you think it's a real concern?
Good point, Maury.
What was that question again? It broke up.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, now, in terms of whether or not this is an actual issue. You're the Xbox crazy dude, right? Everybody, Crap Gamer loves Xbox. He hates everything. He hates PlayStation. So from your point of view and everyone else's, do you think that this is a real issue in terms of the Xbox brand, or do you think it's just people upset that there's another bullet that was taken out of the console war gun for Microsoft?
I think you're going to see both because I think it shows that Microsoft really doesn't have given up on the Xbox One itself, and I also think that obviously it's going to be you know who wins today? You know who wins today? PC gamers win today, and PlayStation fanboys win today.
All right, I have one more question for you.
Boxers or briefs?
Do you plan on picking up? Do you plan on picking up the PS4 remaster of Quantum Break?
Crap, what about this? Or this goes either to you, Zaire. Now, what if the only reason all these new IPs got greenlit was because that there was a PC version? Because you always hear the stories about the only reason Titanfall existed was because Microsoft came in at the last second to fund that game. In fact, there's even rumors surrounding that Tomb Raider might not have actually would have been
episodic
episodic if it wasn't for Microsoft. Now let's say like Microsoft's always going to do Halo, Forza, Gears, Fable, right? Because that's their bread and butter. But like, what if with the support of Windows 10, like now we can have Quantum Break and Recore and all those games? Like, what if it wasn't for Windows 10, those games wouldn't exist?
Well, you know, a better point to that is, what if the Xbox wouldn't exist unless Microsoft pulled it underneath the Windows umbrella?
Well, yeah.
Right? I mean, standing alone by itself as a console or part of the larger ecosystem with all that money and cash and under the Windows umbrella,
right.
maybe Microsoft wouldn't support the Xbox brand unless it was part of the Windows umbrella.
Well, let's face it. If Microsoft could come out tomorrow and say, by the way, we're completely shutting down Xbox Live and we're shutting down the Xbox, and you know what? Know what would happen? Their stock prices would go up. Because their investors would be like, all right, finally, now we're actually getting into some, like, all that money that they waste, we can actually do stuff that makes us money. Right. Microsoft doesn't need the Xbox, period. Like, they don't need, I mean, like, I get, like, you know, it's nice to have a community, like, you know, hardcore, like, fans of a product, at which Microsoft...
But you have to understand, though, Rand, let me go against you on that, because they do need a product that's cool and hip.
Well, I think that they think they have that now with the Surface Pro.
Yeah,
but that's fucking priced so outrageously priced.
It's too expensive.
It is expensive. The Surface Book is insane as well.
Yeah, you gotta be a fucking
Hey, let me say this though. If Microsoft were to do that and just shut down all that shit, you're talking at over damn near 100 million people.
We'd see crap on a bridge.
You're gonna piss off that many people, and the blowback, that's gonna go negatively for you. I don't care what your stock prices do. You're gonna be like shit in the eyes of consumers.
It's gonna be negative for the people online, but for the stockholders, it's gonna be great because
you know what?
All that money is going towards business enterprise now.
You know what Microsoft should have did, honestly, and it could still have been, you know, pleased everybody. It shouldn't be the same day and date. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If they were gonna put it out on Windows 10, cool. You know,
they need the money quick. They need to recoup the money for development.
I'm just saying they could have put it out, you know, could announce it at Christmas time, after Christmas. You know, they could have did that. You know?
So if Gears 4 is day and date, then probably every single game going
everything. Listen, at this point, for anybody to ask the question at this point, do you think this next game is going to go to PC? Everything is going to PC.
I think
everything.
So too. I think so. Also.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what Gears does, because if Microsoft like Quantum Break and all like these new IPs like that, they're whatever. Like Microsoft wants to like help them grow and get sales, so putting them on PC doesn't matter. But if they're willing to put their biggest like Halo built Xbox, it's the only reason it still exists. So the reason I got an Xbox 360 was because of Halo, because I loved Halo 2 so much.
Okay.
So, if they're going to put fucking those games, their biggest franchises that pay for all the other games, on PC, then you probably have a big problem.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Rand. You know what you just said, right? What you're saying right now and what's Southbound. If you guys don't have a problem with Quantum Break going, why should you have a problem with those?
I don't, because I look at it.
Problem with anything going.
See, I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Doesn't fucking do nothing for me. It doesn't take away any of my gameplay.
Oh, so you don't care about Halo and Gears going? I mean,
no, I don't. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, I think that it is going to go. But like I said, like I've always said again, even look at Microsoft. I said it was a problem then when they said it was touting about this cloud, the cloud. Then Phil came out and said the cloud's for everyone. You have to have some things you need to. Only on the Xbox you can do this. Yada 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 yada. You know what I mean?
900p.
Yeah, whatever the case, 900p. This only on the Xbox One where you get 900p game resolution or 972. We've seen this generation in my life, 672p and this shit right here. But you have to, if you're in the business still to sell hardware, you have to have some things unique to your platform that you can't get anywhere else. You know what I mean? I don't care how you spin it. You have to have some things unique. You know. You can't say, well, Xbox Live. No, Xbox Live is also on Windows 10. So you can't say that. You're going to have some things unique to your platform. And to me, and like Maury said, they're blurring the line between Windows 10 and the Xbox, thing, just.
Yeah, I mean, you either like it or you don't. It's just there's nothing you can do about it. What about the paying for a live?
Yeah, that's another thing. I've said that before. So, like I said, what do we benefit as console gamers? What do we get to make us? We don't, PC gamers. They get their games day and date with us now. Cool. I used to just, well, so you know what? I ain't gonna wait 8 months to get my hands on, yada yada yada. But they're getting games day in and
All
day
right,
with
Z.
us.
Let me ask you then. So talking about paying for Xbox Live, what would make you feel better for paying for Xbox Live?
No, it's not even make me feel better. Is why we had to pay on consoles and they get it free on PC.
Because Game for Windows Live tanked when they tried to do a subscription service.
Okay, so it's screw your biggest supporters. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, it's not like PlayStation's free anymore. So I mean, essentially, there was always a choice. Yeah. Like, oh well, you can pay for Xbox Live, or you could get PlayStation, go on PS3 and get it for free. Now it's like, well, now nothing's free. I mean, I guess you could go and just be a Steam gamer, just play games on Steam and stuff. But I mean, if you're a console gamer,
but you see. That's an interesting position for Microsoft to be in now, because yes, on console, right, it's not free, right? And Microsoft's selling a console, but now they're also saying they're breaking down walls between two different audiences, and the same audience that's supposed to be the same is not paying. So you're selling a console and something else.
Well, you also said just earlier, Worry, that like this is a ploy to also get more users into the Windows 10 marketplace to get it up to Apples and stuff. Of course, you're gonna have to do that. Of course, you got to give stuff for free.
And they're hoping, and they're hoping that happens. But do you think them hoping that happens by doing that will lose them some customers in the console space?
I don't think so, because I don't think the PC crowd crosses over much with the console crowd. To be honest with you,
you know what happens? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what happens in the perfect world, not even perfect world. When these next consoles come out, again, if I'm down to my last dollar and I can only afford to buy one console, guess what?
Well, Sony's going to be all about. It's going to be 100% gaming for gamers, console gamers, all this stuff. They took the 360 playbook at the beginning.
They did,
and they're not going to give it up the way Microsoft did, going from the 360 to the Xbox One.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Just not going to do that.
I can only buy one console, and and I can get exclusives. It's not going to be the Xbox One or Xbox whatever.
Is Crap still alive, or did he jump?
He fucking killed himself.
I'm going to buy a next PlayStation. Because why? I have a rig and I can still get Microsoft exclusives on PC and not mix a beat. And and that they need to fix. What I mean? They have to fix that. If not, they're gonna lose. They are gonna lose a big part of their audience that's been there from day one, since the OG Xbox. People that've been there through the $500, the DRM, the this to that, the this and the that. I think that is the issue. It's a big issue that the game is going to Windows 10 and other people get to play it. No, you know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you a fast question, because I always use this analogy too when people go crazy about this. I understand them going crazy, but there's another side to it. Every multi-platform game, most multi-platform games, right? We're all buying them either on our Xboxes or our PlayStations, correct, when they come out. Yeah. We're excited about the third-party games. Now, all of those games also go to PC, but nobody's upset about that.
Well, say it again. You went out. Let's say it one more time. I'm sorry.
All of those third-party games that we buy on our consoles, we get excited. Dying Light's coming out on the PlayStation 4. It's coming out on the Xbox One. We run out and we buy these third-party games on our consoles. Every one of those third-party games also goes to PC, and we all also know that. But why aren't we upset at that?
Why are we not upset at that? Jesus. It's not that we're not upset. I won't say that again because you're right. It's just not the same. Microsoft gets a big backlash that Sony doesn't get the same backlash as Microsoft.
No, I just mean in general. Like if you're upset about Gears going and Halo going and Quantum Break going, why isn't anybody upset when they go out and they buy a third-party game on the Xbox? Because that's going to PC too, right?
But third-party and first-party is big. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it would be a backlash if Gears of War, God of War was going to PC day and date as the PlayStation.
Hey, Z, you guys are considered the Xbox Mafia?
I don't know. We are?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I seen the chat. They're talking about Xbox Mafia and this and that. I'm laughing my ass off reading the chat. These fucking guys are funny as shit.
I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, shit, we can get... I guess we can get... Okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you want to leave out with the quote of the day or say something? Hold up before we get the hell up out of here. I think
Where's Crap at? He just like got
grabbed and slit his wrist. Hold on. Hold on. I just see. Well, Iron Wolf just sent me something. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
No sharp objects around Crap.
Yeah.
Is he still here? Is he alive?
I don't know,
His
man.
mic ain't muted. I hope he didn't fucking.
Oh man, Crap somewhere banging his cock on the wall.
No, his mic's muted.
Yeah,
his mic's muted.
He's muted and booted.
Thanks, Anton. I'm a fuck boy. Appreciate that.
Hold up. Iron
He's
Wolf.
probably playing some PlayStation 4.
Before we get the hell out of this, here's something from the UK. Iron Wolf wanted to add something here. Hold up, see what the hell he got to say, but I don't know.
Facts, yo.
The facts, yo.
Stay in your lane.
You know, I'll just say one last thing. At the end of the day, for me, I don't care. I just want Quantum Break to be a great game.
That
It's going to be a great game.
I want Quantum Break to sell. I want Remedy to get all the sales they deserve, and I want there to be a potential for Quantum Break 2. I don't care it's on PC, and yes, like I'm probably the only person on this panel who doesn't even own a PlayStation product.
Oh.
I am actually.
You are, yeah.
And my preference has been and always will be Xbox.
And it's nothing. Okay, well, and what would change that then?
Well, it almost changed at 2013 when I almost switched to PlayStation. But no, I feel like, as for much shit like Crap was given Phil, I feel like Phil has righted the ship and is bringing Xbox to better days. Now, whether or not you would agree with the strategy is, a discussion for a different day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy, dude. Like I said, we talked about it earlier, Zaire. Like the exclusives we were getting the late 360 gen, non-existent, right?
Yeah.
The new IPs we're getting now, though, I mean, they're plentiful. They're more than Sony's given their fans. And if we have to accept the fact that though we're only getting those exclusives if they're on PC, then I'll accept that fact. I'm fine with it. I don't want a game to not.
Do you think that they have to come out and say it though, Randall? Do you think they should tell you, be more?
I mean, I don't know. They're a company. They're not they're not beholden to tell us everything about that goes on with
consumers though too. So they should.
Right, and I'm sure they feel that like in a couple months it'll die down and people will buy Quantum Break because the reviews it'll be great and all that.
Everybody thought that about fucking Tomb Raider too.
Well, I mean, they'll probably think twice about this in the future, like giving a press release like 2 months before game. Like Gears 4, if it is coming to PC day and date, I'm sure that'll be announced way ahead of time instead of like a month or two beforehand,
Oh, the fax is in here. What's up, yo?
Yo, what's up? What up, South? What up, Rand?
So before we get the hell out of here, let's hear your thoughts about it. Ward.
Yo, see, my problem with this whole thing is just the issue is that the nature on how this shit was announced, like 6 weeks before launch. This is worse than what Square Enix did with the whole Rise of the Tomb Raider thing. You know what I'm saying? Letting people know it's coming out. You know what? It could have been okay if they announced this like maybe the end of the year coming to PC, but like coming right now, same day.
Yeah,
I don't even mind off the jump if they said it's coming like back in 2013 when they unveiled the Xbox One. If they said it was coming to PC then, I wouldn't have mind. But this kind of is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. That's just the way I see it, man.
So from what Rand said, I don't know if you've been watching. Rand said it was more of a business thing. Because the game it cost so much to make, to ensure maybe that we may get our hands on a Quantum Break 2 or whatever the case may be. They're trying to, make the market bigger,
Probably because remember, like Gears of War 1 and Halo Combat Evolved, that was on PC as well. And then remember the sequel that ended up being an Xbox 360 exclusive. Same thing could apply with Quantum Break. You never know.
Yeah, and okay, Ren. Before we go, and not to keep saying the same thing, I don't have a problem with that. If it's a money thing, and it's to fine. I mean, it is a business. It's always a money thing, but if they're doing it just to bring more bread in and to ensure that we get more games for the platform, cool. But if they're doing it to blur the lines between the Xbox brand and Windows 10, that's what I have an issue with. Okay, right. Maybe that may make more sense.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Okay, okay, so before we get down, I just want to state that for anyone that's listening, Phil, Aaron, whoever the hell, it's not so much about more people getting to play the game, and I don't have a problem with that. My issue is that it was, this game, I understand, was kind of costly. It's kind of, how you say, it's a risk taker. Story and movie and all that. I get it. It's a big game. I mean, if you're doing that to get more money in the pot, in the Xbox division, cool. But if you guys are doing this shit to blur the lines between the Xbox One console gamer and the PC gamers, and making it a service, I don't want no parts of that. You know what I mean? So I think we can say Microsoft either comes out. Not that they have to tell all their business, but they have to be clear where they stand. You know what I mean?
Anybody that doesn't think that stuff.
Hey, he's alive.
I had to go grab something to drink and stuff, man. I was fucking thirsty as hell, but from all that salt. But anyway, anybody that does that,
you gotta get used to it, man. It's gonna happen with Forza, Gears, and Halo 5 possibly.
I'm sorry, crap. Let me add to what I'm saying, crap. Now, and I just said something, and maybe you can give me what you think. We'll get the hell out of here. I said, Rand said it was more of a money issue. The game was expensive, and maybe to assure either more games for the Xbox One, maybe to assure that we may get a Quantum Break too. And with that, I'm cool with it. But if they're doing this to blur the lines between the Xbox One brand and the Windows 10 brand, bring it together, that's when I have an issue with,
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to force it rather than a money issue to me anyway. It just seems like a force.
Do you have an issue with it if it was just a money thing?
I still think you have an obligation to people that bought your goddamn hardware to at least give them first dibs on that stuff. Now, I think that you don't put Gears, Forza, and Halo on PC at all. But I still think on the newer stuff, I'm okay with that even. But you give them a fucking grace period. Throw them a bone for spending all that money on the console.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, this is why I give Sony and Nintendo credit, because all their first-party games, you never see them on PC. You will never see a God of War on PC or an Uncharted or The Last of Us, or you won't even see Horizon or Killzone on PC, or even a Mario and Zelda. But all these Xbox exclusives that's supposed to be their flagship is all going on PC.
Nintendo's changing that. Their franchise are going to be on mobile soon.
Yeah, hold on. They are going to be on mobile, but guess what? You're going to see stuff like Pokemon. It's not going to be like their real franchises. You're never going to see,
There'll be offshoots, but still, it'll be on mobile. They're going to make a shit ton of money on that stuff.
Yeah, they will, but
more
money
they make on NX.
Yeah, more dollar stuff, but they're not going to put like Zelda. Fucking whatever, on mobile.
You mean like the next Zelda or whatever? Well, obviously you couldn't really do the next Zelda on mobile.
You're not going to see like Mario Kart and Super Smash on mobile
I
devices.
would not be surprised if they put a Mario Kart on mobile. That's just a license to print money for them eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean...
yeah, but Sony are broke, and they're keeping their games exclusive. And they're outbidding Microsoft with a lot of third-party things. It just leads me to believe the investors are no longer interested in the Xbox brand itself.
But the investors have never been interested in the Xbox brand. The investors had been trying to get Microsoft to get out of there since the late 360 era. There was a time when the investors believed in the plan, because the plan was block Sony from dominating the living room. Because at the time, everything was like, if we control the living room, we control everything, right? Mm-hmm. But Microsoft didn't obviously plan on fucking phones and tablets becoming the dominating force, and the living room became irrelevant. That's why Xbox
but the investors still had some faith, though. That's why we have an Xbox One. But now at this point, I don't think they do much.
Yes.
So that's why they have to branch out on Windows 10 and what other devices they could be on TVs now. I could see Xbox after the next console, it's just going to become a service now.
Well, but so will PlayStation. They're all getting to the point where all you buy is a $100 box that streams games from a server from somewhere. That is exactly where gaming is going in the future.
Yeah, streaming games. And the reason why it's going to be that way is because to avoid piracy, you cannot pirate a stream game.
But that's exactly where it's going to go. There won't be this is down the road, obviously, right? Like the future. Like this isn't anywhere close to happening, but the future is you buy a $50 box and you stream all the games from a server somewhere, and you don't own any games anymore. You buy a license from them. That is what is going to happen down the road. Sony already has the back end built for it with Gaikai, the Gakia stuff.
But we've seen that stuff hasn't taken off.
Well, no, it hasn't taken off, but it's going to happen. I even saw what developer was it? When Warrior asked David Jaffe, he said if you don't, what was it? If you don't support digital, you're not a gamer or whatever. What do you say? Oh, Warrior's not in here.
I forget exactly. Oh yeah, where he left, but I forget exactly his words.
I mean, I know, crap. This like you hate this, but like digital's the. I mean, I don't like it either. But digital is essentially going to be the future of the gaming industry, and it's like whether you're on board with it or not, you know, like that's a different story. But that's
and it seems like most devs can't stand fucking GameStop.
Well, of course not, because most devs see GameStop as a parasitic organism that fucking makes money off of their hard work, and they get nothing from it. So they want to cut them out completely. You know? I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, fucking, I'm sure all of us here want Quantum Break to be an amazing game, right? And sell a lot of copies so we can get a sequel for Quantum Break 2 like we didn't get one for Alan Wake 2, right?
Alan Wake, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be nice when Remedy kicks that out like 8 years from now.
Well, that is the problem. They do take fucking forever to make a game.
So they got 8 years to get people's money off of, you know, whatever.
Hey, but in the meantime, you can play Forza 7, 8, 9, and 10, plus fucking Gears 4, 5, 6, and 7, and Halo 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 while you're waiting for Alan Wake 2.
Not if they're on PC.
Yeah, but you know what? Like a single player game like this, because I know it's single player. I don't know why it's on PC. Even Recore make no sense going to PC. Now Crackdown, I can understand if that went to PC because that's got some sort of multiplayer component. But all the other games, I just don't understand.
Man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Well,
but I could see Crackdown 3 coming to PC.
Oh, it will.
It
Everything
is. It is.
Shit, someone called me a dick eater? What the hell?
Oh shit.
That, you know what I mean? Crackdown 3 should have been that game.
They're calling fucking Iron Wolf a cum eater and fucking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Dude,
no, but I just personally think Crackdown should have been that game that really sells the Xbox. You know, you're really showing what the Xbox One can do. Especially
they're not worried about selling the Xbox.
I think Crackdown's a showcase of their cloud technology that they can license to third parties and stuff. Not necessarily.
I mean, look, hey, Sony can use it.
Exactly.
Everything they do, all the services like Xbox, everybody's open to use that stuff. Think about it. Rack them up. I'm out.
All right.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in with us. And whatever crap if you're doing something, hit me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something probably in a little bit. Like,
I was just gonna say one thing. Did you guys talk about the console, the bundle? It's a white console, just like the Sunset Overdrive.
Well, they're burning off stock.
Budget
soft. Budget soft. Budget soft. This isn't Microsoft. It's budget soft, man. You know, putting all their stuff on PC, everything, man. It don't matter. Everything's got to go. It's a fire sale, folks. Let's get them.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for rocking this last Spur of the Moment podcast. Thank you, and I'm sorry, Phil. Sorry, Aaron. Don't ban my gamer account. I love you guys. We're back. I can't. I'll be on crap camera in a little while. I'm gonna eat this pizza. My black ass. I'm out of here, man. We out. Bang.
Let it around.